Your adrenaline is pumping. Over $20,000 is on the line. The clock is ticking. Buzzer beater bad beat has begun. The famous Texas Card House bad beat is back. Take your shot to win big. Be in any Texas Card House when it hits and you get your share. $100 cash in your hand. The bad beat jackpot rises every day, and the qualifying hand gets easier and easier each day. Just by being checked in, you're a winner of $100, no matter which Texas Card House you're in. Texas Card House is the only poker club in the state offering you this. Come into Texas Card House all spring to win.
My name is Eugene. I'm the tournament director at Texas Card House Dallas. I have some exciting news for our tournament players in 2023. We will be starting a tournament rewards program that is offering a $15,000 free roll quarterly, and there's two ways to qualify. One, you can be top 20 on our money leaderboard. Two, you can be top 25 on our loyalty rewards leaderboard. Follow along at texascarddallas.com for more details.
No problem. Beautiful beat with red staff. Come on, Ethan. Ready to make it 30.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of TCH Live. Super exciting ads right before the stream. The new opening of the Houston location. You got to hear my smooth, silky voice once again announcing the Bad Beat Jackpot. And we have a very special guest with us. Not only do we have the poker brain himself, Aaron McAvoy in Austin, I'm joined alongside in the booth today with the very one and only Juliet, the Queen of Felt. What's up, Juliet?
Hello.
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us in the stream tonight. Aaron, thanks for joining live from Austin, as always. Good to see you, sir. And we're kicking the tonight's high stakes game off with a $250 PLO bomb pot. A little short-handed,
I got a 3.
but more players to come. Lots of poker to be played over the next 4 hours. This is TCH live from Dallas, Texas. And we have locations not only in Dallas, but in Austin, Houston, Austin, Houston, where there are 2 locations in the Rio Grande Valley. What's up, everybody? YouTube land. Juliet, we're excited to have you here tonight, and tell us what's going on this week with you.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm very excited to be here. I'm going to be watching this great game and commentating. It looks like it's going to be a big game and some good players out there. And then tomorrow I will be playing myself on the live stream.
I got it.
And then I have a couple more live streams later on this week at the Poker House.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
excited for tomorrow's game at the Texas Card House here with Dallas.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. It'll be fun to watch you play tomorrow night. And I guess Wolfgang Poker is coming through tomorrow night as well?
Yeah, I just found out today, so
That's
I've
cool.
never played with him before, so I'm excited to play with him.
A poker vlogger and content creator in his own right. And Queen of Felt, as I said, is with us for the next 4 hours, or however long you can stay with us. And to your point, this is a big poker game. 25, 25, 50, no limit. German Moneymaker there in the hijack, one of the best players in town. Looks like Tilly is in the mix. ZeeFish, Fire, and Edison. This isn't the easiest game in the room, I'll have to say. Some of these players are what I would call experts. And I'll leave it up to you to determine if I'm an authority on that at all, as it comes 5, 6, 7. Feels like a pretty good flop for 2-8s.
Yeah, that's a great flop. Surprised. I'm surprised Edison didn't didn't bet.
Yeah, that's
I would have bet.
maybe he felt like he had so much of the board. I'd be curious to think or to hear what Aaron thinks about that check back on flop.
Yeah, that one's a little bit, you know, it can go both ways. Like, you have a ton of equity already locked up, but yeah, it always feels super gross if you do check back there and then, you know, an overcard peels off, which it almost always will, and then what do you do, right, if your opponent starts betting? So, looks like it's going to work out pretty good for him here on this run out, though. Edison here should just have a pretty trivial call, and he'll make an extra 900 that he might not have gotten had he bet that flop. So, pretty good play.
Edison taking down the first pot of the night, 2150 plus 1100.
It's an easy call.
Yeah, it's only with one over pairing the board on the river. Looks like most players bought in for around 10,000. Fire short bought a little bit, if you can call it that. This game is super high stakes, as you've experienced already once before playing here.
That was a big game.
The Queen of Felt was here last year with Lily Coletto playing, what was it, 5-5-10, and it turned into...
it turned into a 5-5-10, 20, 40, 80, and 160.
Nice. That sounds like
I was
Texas.
shaking.
That's how the cookie crumbles here in D-Town.
Yeah, taking a look here in the chat to see who all is hanging out with us. We've got Raina. We got Ashley Hine, Corey Bennett. What's going on, Frank? Joey Pigtails hanging out with us here. Poker Monkey, Skullbone, a lot of the usual suspects. Lego as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. David Valley.
I just had dinner with Ashley.
Heck yeah, I saw on the Instagram that you guys went out for a nice meal.
She's my Dallas bestie.
I love it. Anything? Did y'all eat anything good?
We had Mexican.
Yum.
It was really good.
Awesome. There's a lot of that here. A lot of options.
Moneymaker here with the Jacks, the Juliets. He's going to raise it up to 750. Takes that one down. I think that's what the Jacks are going to be called tonight, the Juliets.
The Juliets. I love it. It's great.
No, the Queens. the Jacks.
You can have both. The Queens of Felt and then the Juliets. You get two premium pocket pairs named after you tonight.
Why the Jacks?
I don't know. It's always been a fun thing that we've done on the Austin stream to name the Jacks after someone with a J. There's the J Wins, you know. For a while there was a gal that was crushing the tournaments here named Judy. And so the Jacks were ceremoniously called Judies for a while. But if you don't want them to be the Juliets, we can make them something else.
I prefer the Queens.
Okay, the Queens is great.
All right.
So, kind of a flop here with Fire flopping open ended and Moneymaker with diamonds.
Fire raised PreFlop.
Julia, how do you like to approach these new live stream tables? Maybe you haven't played a group of players like this before. How do you like to come out of the gate the first hour or so? Are you trying to be aggressive? Are you trying to feel things out? Talk to us about that.
If I'm playing in a lineup, nice flush.
What a river card. That brings in the straight two for Fire.
Yeah, Fire actually already got there on the turn, so with,
with
a very strong holding. Bet 500 got called, and yeah, here 1,000 for value on the end. Nice 2/3 sizing, but Moneymaker drills the diamond, and
he's gonna grab like pot.
Yeah, I mean, Fire only has 2.7K behind, so this is a pretty trivial jam all in, I think.
Yeah.
Moneymaker back to wearing the Cowboys hat now that he's fully ingrained in the Dallas ecosystem once again.
Oh, man. Fire's in a tough spot.
He's just going to quick call it off, side call. Oh, no, excuse me. He rips it for 700 more.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Fire's chip count there was a little bit off, but it's going to be a little bit of a cooler situation as Fire feels like he's just too far up in the range.
He had more than 2,700?
I think so.
Oh, 37.
Yep. So Moneymaker taking down a nice size 9K pot, rivering the 8-high flush after Fire
like
turned
he's
straight.
crushing it.
Yeah, Moneymaker.
Second hand.
This is what he does.
Oh, hand 5. That's the best when you're When you're good and you run good, that combination,
I've never experienced that, but I'm assuming it's great.
I just experienced in the run good. I usually run good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice to usually run good. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And do you strictly play the no limit hold'em, or do you mix it up with any of the other games?
I do not know how to play any other game. So, PLO bomb pots, I have no idea how to play them. So, once we have bomb pots on here, don't ask me. I have no idea how to play PLO.
Okay.
One time I tried playing PLO and I got stacked when I had the ace of spades. I'll never forget. I had a single ace of spades in my hand.
Oh, because you thought you had a flush.
I thought I had a flush.
Oh man, that insult to injury.
Yeah, that's
those lessons get expensive.
that is correct.
But you're in good company here. Neither of us play that much pot limit Omaha either. I like to play the limit mix games, but I don't play the pot limit variants.
Are you playing with me tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
No, this is I generally make it up here once a week to commentate. I don't get to play that much. Don't feel bad for me, though.
Okay.
You should feel bad. You should feel bad.
Okay. Okay, I will.
Oh, looks like a walk here.
Yeah, true walk.
Easy peasy.
Do they usually start straddling?
Yeah.
It
Very
gets
quickly.
a bit bigger.
This current lineup, I think Fire might be the one to initiate the straddles. The rest of these guys are pretty snug. I'm expecting additional players to come and open things up a bit. Specifically, Moneymaker and Tilly are basically computers. So I don't know if they're going to be the ones to initiate
I
straddling
think I'm
at all.
playing with Moneymaker on Saturday.
On Saturday, he's good, but also like a sweetheart. He one of the nicer guys in the room.
Yeah, the straddles, when it's relatively short-handed as well, generally doesn't tend to pop up unless you've got a bunch of players that are just super action-heavy. But yeah, we'll see if we get some more of these seats filled, and I'd say probably by about halfway through the program, if we do have more players here, the $100 straddle will start making its appearance.
Love it. So tell us how you got into poker, Juliet. Tell us the story. We've got a lot of time here, so if it's a long story, that's great. How did you get into this great game that makes us crazy and also that we love so much?
I think just like everybody else, I tried online for free, and I was crushing the game. I got that little logo that says that I'm a shark. So then I tried it in the casino back in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
And obviously got crushed. Then gets even better. I go snowboarding Upper Peninsula in Michigan, and I wanted this one beautiful snowsuit, and it was $1,000. I didn't have that kind of money, so I had about $300 on me. And there was a local small casino, so I took $100 with me, and I went to sit down to play poker. Had no idea what I was doing, just knew the game. And I told myself, if I win $1,000, I'm gonna buy that snowsuit. I had $100. I cleaned out the table because everybody had $100. An hour later, I have $1,000
And a new snowsuit.
and a new snowsuit. I still have it till this day.
That's amazing.
15 years later.
Look at this flop, tens and sixes.
Oh, look, there's Juliet.
Someone's got to take him down a peg. Good job.
Maybe this was the hand.
Yeah, I
Oh,
feel
okay,
like we
you
must have had a misread.
It was a misread. Yeah, I gotta know that this
Yeah,
was
a little
a
too
misread.
high.
Okay, so he didn't have tens. He just didn't open fold tens and sixes.
Showing us something better.
I saw queen.
So yeah. Tilly had the queens
Make sure
of
you look
felt,
him in the eye when you're doing
as we
it.
call them here tonight. So you were hooked ever since. It's like, oh, I can just make
Yeah.
easy money like this every single time, and that's how it's been for.
It was not like that at all.
150.
Oh yeah. We all get that first dopamine hit of our first winning session, and then we're still chasing that.
See
At
your
least I'm
tricks.
still
See
chasing
your
that.
tricks.
Raise.
As ZeeFish now, not with the Juliets.
Nope, he's gonna 3-bet with jacks. Okay.
Tilly, Jack 8 suited.
Gets to play this one in position for only a 3x raise. there from ZeeFish. So not a bad spot to go ahead and peel off a flop, but yeah, you're going to have a lot of times just like this where your opponent's going to c-bet and you completely whiff. So suspect
I
it
would
would
have
be
I would have raised a little more pre-flop personally.
If you were ZeeFish.
Yeah, probably like 4x,
Thank you, sir.
5 plus their deep stack.
What's your methodology for sizing up raises? Do you work with the solvers and such, or is it a feel thing for you?
Mostly with solvers. So it would be 3x, 2.5 if it's under the gun, and then out of position for 4 to 5x.
Okay.
You been playing much?
Here and there.
You don't play tournaments, do you?
No. It sounds fun, but it just takes so much time.
Yeah, I feel ya.
Danny, local favorite, sitting down.
Yeah.
Maybe he's been here, but I haven't noticed him
That
until
dream
just
of a
now.
big hit.
Moneymaker raising it to 150.
Yeah, I showed
Jack
up at like
8.
4 o'clock yesterday.
From the big blind.
Late red.
What just happened?
I think.
Goes raise, re-raise?
Yeah, I think you
Just a few hours.
had re-raised them.
I show up 5 hours for
I played with Danny before.
plenty of shit.
Yeah, another really nice guy.
Yeah.
Exactly how
Took
Really
down
nice.
the WSOPC main
Danny, have
event
you
last
traveled
year
for tournaments after you
for
win
like
the big one?
300K.
I didn't know
I went
that.
to the win in
Nice
Vegas
guy.
for the
Yeah, nice guy. for
WPT.
sure.
That was really awesome. But yeah, I've just been really busy with other stuff.
Are you much
I'm
of
gonna
a
go to
tournament
Chapel,
player there, Julia?
For the WPT. In
I
April.
don't really play tournaments. I'll play the bigger ones at the Hard
I
Rock
actually don't know when
in
it is.
Florida,
I'm gonna go
like the
whenever. It's either May or
3,500,
April.
and that's about it in Florida.
You gonna go to the series?
I
Nice.
usually can't play on Sundays. I prefer to be with my
I'm gonna stay
kids.
there for like
So if I'm gonna be playing on Sunday day 2, might as well
I'm
be
still
a
not sure like, how
tournament
long
worth
I'm
it.
gonna, or
Yeah.
how much I'm gonna play. I booked a room for the main
And then of
event,
course the
in
WSOP.
July,
in the summer.
but I haven't
You
decided.
plan on
the
going
rest
this year?
yet.
Yes,
Yeah.
mainly just
Do you know what you're going to play yet?
I'm playing the ladies event and the main event for sure. The rest, I have no idea.
Nice.
I want to play a lot
Whatever
of those mixed
comes
games
up that
will
day.
be fun, like the
But those I'll never
$1,500
miss.
one.
Yeah.
The ladies event is pretty much my only one I can have a shot at the bracelet. 'Cause the field is small.
Right.
And the main event, you can't miss that.
Sure.
Are you gonna go?
Not this year. Our second child's coming in June, and so it'd be a tall ask, I think, to leave my wife and new child at home for that.
Bring the child. I bring my kids to Vegas.
You're braver than me. I don't think my wife would enjoy that as much as I would. It helps that you're into poker. My wife, not so much. But I mean, it's. I went last year for the first time and played the limit hold'em and lasted 2 hours or something, which is pretty bad. But then got to play some of the other like side events there and had a great time. And so looking forward to maybe going not this year but next year.
Next year
Again,
for sure.
Yeah. Planning on
Danny,
being
you're
rich
going
by
for the
then.
low frequency check raise on the ace high flop.
Still tilted.
Gets it through though.
At least we got Aaron who's watching the game.
Aaron, nothing gets past Aaron. He's our more observant commentator.
Aaron, you played too. I remember I played with you before.
Yeah, we've tangled up, I think, just in the 2-5 streets when you were down here in Austin for a couple of days. Maybe even some
long have I drive? Is it
1-3
together?
back then. I think 1-3 was pretty popular when you were around in
Yeah,
Austin.
yeah, it was 1-3.
Yeah, not having to deal with traffic is clutch.
Pretty good 1-3 game down there.
Yeah,
it was a
1-3
big
tends to
game.
run here pretty regular. Much more weighted towards 2-5 up there in Dallas, and those games are
What do you
super
usually
fun.
do? Get
Not sure if you've had a chance to
Uber?
splash around in there
Or take
on
a
this
ride
trip,
with them?
Juliet, but the 2-5 games at Dallas at TCH are amazing.
I have not.
They're not playing as much right now either, right?
You'll get a taste of it tomorrow, and then you'll probably be hooked. Because everything plays bigger here, even the 1-2. But the 2-5, especially
care of
since
the
it's all
baby while
match
they
the stack,
play?
it can play pretty high.
It doesn't. Yeah, I don't blame it.
Yeah, I just flew in today, so haven't played today, and then
Sure.
tomorrow the stream.
We're training the baby.
Friday.
but
Maybe Friday.
Make yours
Yeah.
feel unwelcome.
And you're staying all week through the weekend?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I hope you have a good time. I mean, it sounds like you're going to get a lot of filtering.
So you can tell these are good players when we hardly see any flops. When it's raise, 3-bet, fold, raise, 3-bet, 4-bet, fold.
Yeah, when it's a full table, it's often more 4 and 5 ways to the flop for stacks, but right now it's playing pretty.
These guys, really?
Well, we're missing a few characters that instigate it.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, these guys are playing pretty by the book right
Yeah,
now.
these guys are pretty solid.
Ashley
Ashley
Hine
Hine
back
says-
here in the chat. What's up?
Says, what's up, Queen and Aaron? Only.
Ben Kirby, you're dead to her. You are dead to her.
Actually, what did I say? Was it something I said?
What's
You
up?
live in Dallas?
Sorry.
You live in Dallas?
Yeah, I do.
Another raise,
You live in
3-bet,
Dallas as well?
and fold.
Yeah, I've been here a
So
couple years now.
Yeah.
moving right
you
along,
were,
hand number
you were in
16
Vegas,
already
right?
here. Just
I
half
was
an
in
hour.
Chicago, actually, but I spent a lot of
20
time in
minutes.
Vegas.
Okay, got it.
So plenty of hands going by.
Just got back from Vegas. Man,
This is a classic look at what mid to high stakes, a table of mid to high stakes pros playing each other.
I mean,
It's like.
there's a
Is
lot
it
of
usually
good
the same
players there.
lineup?
It's the nicest place to
No, they
play.
switch it up.
Exactly,
Usually, Moneymaker
But yeah,
and Danny
I don't play much
are consistently
cash
on
anymore.
the streams
I'll
Tuesday and
play like a
Wednesday
tournament or
nights.
two.
Yeah.
Some of these other guys,
the wind they
it's
have
hit or
this
miss. I'm hoping we have a
Yeah,
full
it's just
table
nice, the
here
nice
shortly.
ambiance.
Yeah,
As
the service is
Moneymaker
good,
opens
the
the
staff
ace
is
jack
nice.
Yeah, I've had the same experience.
in the BB.
I mean, compared to out here, it's hard to get a
Edison
good
here
game out.
Yeah, I
raised the
agree,
10-6 of diamonds in this exact configuration before, but this time just going to flat the queen 5 and play in position.
Maybe I gotta learn from Moneymaker. He keeps raising 3x out of position. He looks like a solid player, so maybe he knows something I don't know.
Yeah, pair of queens for Edison along with the wheel draw on the turn.
The flop win check check.
It did.
So one thing that I would say about that is that a lot of times when you play against really strong battling opponents, your 4x raises are basically just going to be treated as, you know, the solver would sort of attack those spots, which means that you're going to be playing out of position a lot. Like your opponents just aren't going to fold even for the 4.5x size or even the 5x size. And so you're going to be playing out of position. And if you make it that larger size and still end up playing a lot of hands post-flop, then you're playing big pots out of position. So sizing it down and inviting your opponents in, and maybe they're not necessarily going to balance appropriately by calling extra wide for the smaller size, isn't really that big of a deal, because now you just play a lot of small pots out of position and they're easier to navigate. So I think there's definitely a pretty rational approach to why you would go for the smaller size rather than that more traditional 4 to 5x.
That's interesting. I'm gonna look that up for sure.
Moneymaker betting for some value on river, 800 with his top pair. Edison kind of in a pickle now for this price. Second pair.
Yeah, this is always a curious line when your opponent is the
Probably
pre-flop
gonna call,
raiser
yeah.
and they check the flop, because it's just such a good board for you to continue with the vast majority, if not the entirety of your range.
Yeah.
You could see the little sort of squint and the eyebrow raised there from Edison as he does make the call with the turn second pair. And he's just a little bit handcuffed there. He kind of has to look that up. But yeah, it's like this line just feels a little bit weird, and you know, it kind of was. But max
Well, I
value there
think
for
he,
Moneymaker.
I think he checked ace jack is right at the border. I think he would have bet if he had ace queen, and ace king,
Interesting.
just to protect his checking range. He checked ace jack, you know, so that he can check call in case his opponent would have bet.
Yeah, interesting line for Moneymaker for sure. And I know he's thinking about changing, like he doesn't want to, this is Captain Obvious, but he doesn't want to be predictable in all those spots where every ace-high board is like a 100% c-bet no matter what. Moneymaker's the type of guy that's going to switch things up to be super confusing to play against. And it was evidenced by his opponent's reaction on river.
Yeah, it's definitely a good strategy to employ. Zig and zag, don't be just ABC, even if it is sort of mimicking a strong DTO line where you would typically just bet that at near 100% frequency. Mixing that up, using different sizes. I mean, that's the other thing too, right? Like, you'll see this from some of the top pros that play in the nosebleed stakes where, you know, everybody's sort of already looked at the solver and how to approach these different spots when you have the standard 3x sizes, 30% C bets, 66%, full pot, whatever. And then it's like, well, what does he do if I bet 3 times the pot on the flop, right? Like, nobody's been looking at that. So if I know that spot really well and I can put them in these really uncomfortable positions, then they're not going to know how to respond. Same thing goes the other way if you use really, really small bets as well. So just taking lines that are a little bit outside of the standard lines can definitely confuse your opponents, and pretty smart thing to do.
Well, plus if Moneymaker plays on the streams a lot, he knows that people watch him, so he's probably doing his best to mix up his game.
Yeah. It doesn't add an additional element to everyone's approach to the game here, where they know that.
I know that you know that I know.
That's
that you
right.
know.
Additional levels, knowing that your game is in the open for everyone to see. So some of it's advertising, maybe false advertising for the off-stream games, or some of it is showing off a little bit. We'll see. Bunch of trash hands for everyone. This is folding around with Danny. Situation has happened a ton, being short-handed or 6 max.
Are they 6 max or 5 max right now?
I think they're at 6.
I like playing 6 max anyways.
Yeah.
Checks through on the 6-high flop here. Definitely any one of these players could have taken a stab at this, as it was a single raised pot from the under the gun position. Or, sorry, no, from the small blind position. Nobody
ZeFish
takes
drills
the
the
swing
straight.
until the turn. Yeah, ZeFish just going to take it down.
So far, it's been the Moneymaker show, winning about 5K. Delivering the flush versus fire. But lots of poker to be played. This is TTH Live. It's Ben K, the Queen of Felt, and Aaron Words Are Hard's McAvoy, live from Dallas, Texas, and Austin. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all that good YouTube engagement stuff. We appreciate everybody joining us and sticking with us for the next 3.5 hours.
150.
How about some
Chili here
premiums?
gonna 3x this with a couple of 3s. And Moneymaker here with a decision to defend 5 deuce suited from the straddle. He decides no.
I think that's the best hand we've seen all night, the 2 3s. We saw the 8s at the beginning.
Oh, we saw queens.
We've seen queens and jacks.
And jack.
Oh, yeah, queens and jacks. I don't know why the 3 stuck out to me.
Those small pairs,
I've had my eyes closed this entire time. It just feels like that's the best hand we've seen all night.
Starting to get into this. It was hard to follow who's folding when. Now I'm memorizing names too.
ZeFish here with a relatively light open on the button,
ZeFish
8-5.
feisty. I would have bet that flop. If I raise with 8-5, I would have bet that flop.
Does go for the delayed C bet and takes it down on the turn. But yeah, I tend to agree with you there, Juliet. I think you got a lot of good turn cards that are going to allow you to continue barreling. And 8-high is just never going to win at showdown. So betting is never a bad idea there.
Yeah, I wonder where some of the other familiar faces are. JD and Rom, Dong. Many people. Maybe they're playing the tournament. I don't know. There's a big tournament going on right now this week.
What
Oh
tournament?
yeah, the what the $800 500K guarantee mystery bounty? Is that
That's
right?
right.
Oh.
I wonder if I have a graphic.
Yeah, day 1 flights running. Well, today's only Tuesday, so maybe they start tomorrow. Let's take a peek
No, that's
here.
not it.
I want to say the mystery bounty might be kicking off tomorrow, but perhaps there's a flight running today.
So what happened? Tilly just called pre-flop? And
No,
then
I think it was a raise to 150 and 2 calls from the small blind and the straddle.
oh. No. Tilly did just call.
Called 50 in the hijack. Fire raised.
Yeah,
and
Fire's like, I'm not going to buy that. Raise. Now they're starting to play some poker. 7-4.
Oh, maybe okay. He said he was in the hijack. I'm so screwed up now. Fire has the button, but he's labeled as the small blind. That makes a little more sense. That Fire would raise button.
Oh.
That's Fire. Yeah.
Well, either way, he sensed weakness from Tilly.
Tilly's going to lead this. Now I'm freaking confused. Fire checked.
Yeah, it was a bet on the flop and a call, and then just sort of gave up and shut it down.
No.
I don't know. Again, because the positions were off there, I think everything looked a little bit backwards because, you know, small blind was actually on the button and in position.
Right.
But,
Okay. As long as I'm not going crazy, that I'm just completely missing every step of the way.
yeah, hopefully we'll have the positions and everything updated in the action tracking here for this hand. If not this hand, then maybe we'll get this sorted out. Okay, yeah, now it's all sorted out now,
Okay.
so we should be back on track.
Hold it 2 on the button. Moneymaker, King 10. Raise it to standard open, 150. Raise and take it. I would anticipate Moneymaker or Tilly to start opening things up a little more if they sense that everybody else is just being a little tight passive right now. Maybe not even tight passive, but at least tight.
I think maybe that's why Tilly limped, to just try to open some things up for the game.
I like it. Yeah, the straddles need to come
You
soon.
guys made me get out of bed to come fill a seat.
Tilly, King 7 suited. Raise and take it.
King 7, one of my favorite hands.
Suited? Does it matter?
No, it has to be suited.
It has to be suited.
I'm not that good. I can't play offsuit. Usually lose those.
Juliet, how has the progression
Hey, come
gone from
join us.
the
I miss you.
$1,000 snowsuit till now? Have you just grinded the low stakes, or did you just jump right into the high stakes, mid
I was a
stakes?
terrible player at the table.
How's that gone for you?
I did it the right way.
Yeah.
I got a job.
that is the only way to win at poker, is to get a job.
I got a job. I got a, remember, $30,000 bankroll. I was like, let's go. This is great. I went to Vegas. I actually got a job as a dealer.
Oh, nice.
I wanted to watch the game from the inside. So I got my 30,000, went to Vegas, played about 20 tournaments, lost all of them, except for the very last one. I was on my last $500, and I binked that one, and I won it.
Nice, and that put you in the black?
That put me back
I love it.
35,000.
Sweet. A win's a win. What a rush.
Quit my job. I quit my job and played 1-2. Got a Jonathan Little to help me out a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and played 1-2 for 1,000 hours at $7 an hour. I'll never forget. It took me 1 year. I just wanted to be in a positive. I was like, if I can do this,
Yeah.
even $1, then I'll keep going.
Yeah.
If I have a losing year, I'll quit poker forever.
Right.
So
1,000 hours, pretty good sample. For
yeah,
one, two.
yeah, for 1-2 it was good. So I won $7,000, moved up to 2.5.
Outstanding.
2.5 went well, and then pandemic hit. Then private games kicked in.
Yeah. So you started the 2.5, and then or so you were
I did
well
1,000.
playing the
I
2.5.
did 1,000 hours at 2.5 as well.
Okay, and then the pandemic hit, and now you're having to travel a little more.
No, now I play 510 and 510.
Private games in
No,
Miami.
at the Hard Rock in Miami.
Okay, but I'm saying during the pandemic.
Yeah, it was private games.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I studied with Saul for Y
Okay.
with Matt Berkey. And then,
Was that a pretty good course class? However it was structured.
yeah, I went to the academy twice. It was great, but I was privately coached by Berkey for about 20 classes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure you gleaned a ton from. I mean, that guy is so smart.
Still have all those videos.
That's awesome.
I need to rewatch those.
I'm sure those are worth way more.
I
than
was
what you
his
paid
only
for.
student, you know that? During the pandemic.
That's
Nice.
cool. I'm sure that helped. I mean, did you see pretty immediate success once you started
Yeah.
coaching?
Immediate.
That's really cool. It's cool to learn from people that think about the game at such a high level.
Yeah, he is definitely I think maybe him and Daniel Negreanu, my two favorite players.
Yeah. Eating eggs. Need to get him over here on the Tuesday night stream.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'd be cheap.
Open on the button here from Fire. 6 tray suited. Edison defends from the big blind. And the aces, 2 hearts out there. Edison here definitely going to be incentivized to take one off, given the fact that he has second nut, no pair, but it's going to be tough to hold on if Fire continues barreling across multiple streets. That's going to make it a lot easier as he picks up
Right,
pair
now
of
he's
jacks
calling.
to go with the aces on board.
Fire has really gotten himself into a pickle here.
450. I would have bet more if I was Fire. Pot.
Yeah.
Pot the river.
It's like, well,
gonna
we're here with 6
Gotta
high.
do it. Yeah. Probably wouldn't choose 6-3 though.
Yeah.
I respect him though for doing it.
Yeah, you respect the aggression for sure. 3 pair. 12 into 17. Edison with a choice. Pretty polar.
He's calling. I would call. Call.
Yeah, I think if it was anybody else, Edison would make a strong case for folding, but against Fire,
I mean, he's
Yeah, I don't
not.
think you can ever fold this hand.
Yeah.
You're just way
He's
too
not being
far up
anything
at
but
the
a-
top of your range here. Like, yes, you can just be getting owned by all of the ace-X of the world, but when you turn second pair and then river second pair, like an even better hand, I mean, I think you're handcuffed to a call here. Don't have a heart in hand as well if your opponent ever does. Just have something like, you know,
Like a flush
Queen
draw.
9 of hearts,
Yeah.
and they just
Right,
barrel,
right.
barrel with the blocker to the Broadway straight, something like that.
oh,
And
he
wow.
folds. Ah, this one hurts. Show it.
Let's go
Yeah.
tell him. Let's go tell him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Fire flashes in the 6 high there. Like, yeah, that's what I had.
Well, it could have been ace 6. Oh,
Man. That's surprising, but Edison definitely taking note. It's going to be hard to get another bluff through on him, I think, from Fire. So hopefully Fire adjusts
You won't see me making those folds.
Fold from Edison. Stacks are high here at TCH Live in Dallas. Quarter 50, no limit. Real money in play, if there was any doubt. Moneymaker with a real hand. Ace, king, and Edison
Wow.
with the queens of felt.
Yes, let's go, Queen. I'm rooting for Edison this year.
And we, 8,500 effective. Could be a large pot if a 4-piece comes from Moneymaker, which it often does.
Definitely given the configuration, right, there's a button open. So small blind going to be very incentivized to 3-bet with all of their hands. So
Just
Moneymaker here going to be well ahead of that range and certainly happy to build a pot with a little over a min click here.
Yeah, 1,300. This is curious. Edison doing some counting.
Yeah, I like this size for Moneymaker. Ace King going to just be light years ahead of all of the Ace X in Edison's range. And let's say that Edison has something like Ace Queen, Ace Jack, maybe even an Ace 10 suited. This size is going to be small enough that it's going to bring him along. And then Moneymaker can cooler him on any Ace high flops. So just doesn't want to price him out. But wow, what a flop this is. Edison with the gut shot to the straight flush and the overpair. So going to be feeling pretty good about this. Moneymaker not going to be very 10, 9, or 8 heavy in the 4-betting range.
Yeah.
I feel like this might go check, check. Yeah.
This flop sucks for Ace King, admittedly. Oh, wow.
No.
Now the turns have tabled Ace of Spades on the turn.
Aaron, I agree with you that pre-flop raise from Moneymaker was perfect. He's in position. He's keeping all of Edison's weak hands in.
And yeah,
And
just
he
a
can
super
still
unfortunate
fold.
turn here, right? But still probably can't be folding to a reasonable size bet here. Anything around a half pot or below, I think Edison will be pretty incentivized to peel one off, even a 2/3 size. But Moneymaker's going to check back.
Oh. 7 of clubs on a river brings in the queen high flush for Edison. What a check on turn.
Yeah, I don't hate checking back there for Moneymaker because if he bets and gets raised, his hand is in a very awkward spot because it's almost too strong to fold, but he really isn't going to win a lot of big pots with just one pair given the texture. So I don't hate checking back. He just gets very unfortunate here on the end. And we'll see what Edison's size is here. Okay, he's going to go for the block size.
Quarter pot-ish.
I think Moneymaker's going to fold.
3rd pot, excuse me.
He's got a lot of hands that he can call here with.
Yeah, Pez, this is a weird hand. The whole thing has been weird.
Yeah, I'm not too sure that Moneymaker is going to have a ton of better hands to call. Like, obviously, he's going to have some flushes. But as played, right, we've got to remember that this is check, check, flop, check, check, turn. And so a lot of his flushes will have already bet, whether they had 1 club or 2 clubs in them. I mean, he does find the fold there, and I think that's perfectly fine. But, you know, when you think about it from that standpoint of, like, how many flushes do you really end up with here that you're going to feel good about calling with? Because the Jack of clubs is straight flush. Ace of clubs was nut flush, and you already had a pair on the turn. Like, are you really checking those across multiple streets? So then you come down to just, like, the queen and the king, and, yeah, okay, you're going to have some of those, but I don't know.
I think he's got a lot of clubs. I think he can have even an ace of club that he checked. The king of pocket kings with a king of clubs. Queens with a queen of, but I mean, it just so happens that it was his opponent that had queens, but jacks. He has a lot of clubs that he should be calling with any club.
Yes,
club. I think he has a lot of them in that spot.
Top pair king high flush draw for Danny ZeeFish, open-ended straight draw. And 7 comes for ZeeFish once again. 7 high straight. I'm sorry. I thought it was monotone. It was not a king high club draw for Danny on the flop. Just top pair. Backdoor. But.
JW Love. JW, taking one to pillow.
Deuce of hearts on river. ZeeFish with the best of it. 7 high straight. Small pot though.
Pot.
Looks like he's over just a little bit.
Yeah, his bet is polar. He can have the missed flush draws. I think that Danny's going to fold. It's too many hands he's losing to.
I guarantee you he's not going to expect to see the Jack 4. Or that's not one of the hands he expects to see if he calls here.
Well, let's keep in mind that this is a limp pot pre-flop, so...
Oh, it did limp pre.
Yeah,
so it's
very
uncapped.
wide ranges here, all things considered.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I think there's plenty of 4s in there. It's not like ZeeFish is just playing this because it's the Robbie.
Right, right.
Danny, though, does say, okay, this is a polarizing sizing, so you're pretty much saying you have 8, 9, or a 4 exactly, and my 6 is going to beat all of your bluffs, so let's sort of YOLO this one off. But yeah, the Robbie strikes again. 3,200 here for ZeeFish.
The Robbie turns into a $3,200 pot. Beneficiary of ZeeFish.
I think having the king of clubs there would have made me fold. That means, you know, your opponent doesn't have the king high
As
flush
many
draw.
missed flush draws, yeah.
I'm blocking his bluffs.
Right. Danny just must have thought, like, I mean, his hand's super strong, blind versus blind, and what a weird board. I'm sure he's kicking himself now.
It's okay.
It's okay. We live to fight another day. And a walk.
And it's still good. See? Double down.
33 hands per hour feels like a pretty good rate. We're
that's not bad.
rounding the first hour of our high stakes live stream. 6 max poker for now. Maybe full ring as the night progresses. Ben K, the Queen of Felt, and Aaron McAvoy with you. Thanks for tuning in to TCH Live tonight.
Yeah, and for everybody that wasn't here for the very beginning of the broadcast for our initial sort of kickoff little promotion, we do have the Bad Beat Jackpot returning to all TCH locations around the state of Texas beginning tomorrow. Going to start at $20,000 in the jackpot. As is the usual, we'll start off with straight flush beat by a straight flush, and the qualifying hands for the bad beat will continue to decrease in value until we get down to quads beat by a straight flush, and if it's not beat or won by that time, we'll actually get all the way down to a full house, aces full, kings beat by quads or better, and the jackpot will continue to grow by $1,000 each day as the qualifying hand decreases. So make sure you tune in to, or rather stop in to any TCH location starting tomorrow and on into the future. Try and get yourself a piece of that jackpot.
And not only that, if the bad beat hits and you're clocked in at any Texas card house, you win $100, which is a nice little icing on the cake. You can also check out the ad with my voice on, I think it's on the TCH Instagram, it's probably on YouTube, if you really want the full beats voiced over by me.
Heck
But
yeah, I
yeah.
thought you did an excellent job, my friend.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I think you have a nice voice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
gotten $100 out of the jackpot the last 2 times. Unfortunately, it wasn't part of the bad beat itself, but was in the room playing, so got a couple $100.
Nice. Your loyalty was rewarded, and Edison's is
We have a
rewarded as well with the
big
2
pot.
aces.
Nice squeeze size here from Edison, taking it up to 750. Tilly going to be man in the middle here, inviting Fire in if he makes the call, and he does. Let's see if Fire does want to stick around, play this one from out of position with King, Queen, O. It looks like he is ready for that. We're going to go 3 players to a flop.
Still in the tournament? How you doing?
10, 6, 5, 2 diamonds. Ace is still good. Tilly
Get him.
might be tempted with the 2 sevens being second pair.
It's probably gonna go check call.
Did Kim bust?
Aces will bet.
Hate him.
Oh, it is spring break this week. Maybe that's why some of these players aren't available. Tilly facing a bet of 700 from the aces.
He's gonna call.
Let's call quick fold from Fire, and we're heads up. Tilly needs some major help. That's not it.
That will help him get away from it.
Yeah, that's true. Another over. Edison picks up the diamond draw. He's feeling pretty good about his hand.
Until he having no diamonds. Yeah, it's gonna.
Single solitary out for Tilly. 7 of clubs.
I like that check by Edison.
Yeah, might induce Tilly, but Tilly checks it back. Man, it just keeps getting better for Edison with this hand. 3,600 in the middle. He's got the ace-high flush.
Yeah, I think when he takes the check line on the turn, I'd like to see him check here to give Tilly an opportunity to either bet a middling to strong diamond or even go for the bluff. But we'll see if he does take that line.
That's true. If he's gonna bet, it needs to be small, in my opinion.
That looks pretty small. 1,300.
Yeah.
Quick fold from Tilly, and Edison's gonna take down a nice one. 13K in the stack now. It's nice to win with aces.
I love red aces. I even have a painting with 2 red aces.
Oh, you do?
I never lose with red aces.
Never.
Okay, in 5 years, I lost with them twice.
Wow.
Keep track. Yeah, red aces in particular.
That's a great rate of win rate, I guess. That's a great win rate for 2 red aces.
Yeah.
Very specific. Well, hopefully we didn't just jinx it.
No, we didn't. I talk about it all the time.
ZeeFish, suited queen jack. Cut off Fire, ace 3. 5K in his stack.
He's getting bored.
Looks like a 3-bet. ZeeFish never folding this, I don't think.
I like that 3-bet.
I prefer to be suited, obviously, but
I do too, but in this game, it's fine.
especially given the dynamic of this table, like
Exactly.
nobody else is going to do it. And he flops gin.
Especially when you flop like that, it's like 2 red aces. Let's go.
That's right. Yeah,
Conjured them up.
she knows something we don't, folks. Instant C-bet and a quick fold from ZeeFish. So Edison has generated a little bit of a win for himself, even after losing a kind of sizable pot to Fire.
A lot of people, yeah, I think a lot of people canceled the last minute. So, yeah.
Danny outing everyone, saying that a lot of people canceled last minute. We'll see if we make it to 4 hours. This is kind of one of those situations that if you felt one player,
They stop playing?
no, I mean I don't. It's just there's a higher chance of the game dying if 2 people. I know some people prefer not to play shorthanded under 6. I'll play it all, but who knows? Maybe we'll get a nice high stakes heads up match. For
Well, I would
rolls.
much
That would
prefer
be
to
fun
just
to
see a few
watch.
more people sit down and play, but yeah, we'll take what we
Agreed.
get.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, and you never know. Sometimes we find a straggler out in the room that's just willing to play 25, 25, 50 uncapped.
ZeFish here preferring to play his ace-jack off
Kimbo's?
as a 4-bet rather than a call out of position.
Did you show up on time too?
Moneymaker here
which
will
was
make
this?
the call
All right,
with
this would
the
be a mystery
unscanned hand. Yeah, we'll play this one sort of old school WSOP style where we've got the mystery hand here for
Couldn't win
Moneymaker,
any
but
hands.
top for ZeFish.
ZeFish with the option, betting 450. Unknown what Moneymaker has. Calls. I'm so curious now.
Moneymaker has probably like a middle pair.
The deuce could not have helped.
He might have queens. Moneymaker might even have queens.
Yeah, I think Moneymaker is fully uncapped here as he is the player on the button. He can have aces, kings, queens, all of those available to him, as well
think
as
he's got
plenty of those
aces.
middling pairs.
You think he had aces? He would have aces in his range?
Yeah. Yeah, I think when ZeFish 4-bets out of position like that, yeah, I mean, putting in a 5-bet on the button and allowing your opponent to fold out all of the hands that you're just absolutely crushing is, you know, not
Good
ideal.
point.
I'm not saying I think he has aces right now. I'm saying I just think that he'll
No, I
be
understand.
happy to
Yeah.
call a 4-bet in position with aces.
Nice size pot for ZeFish. Now leading the profit leaderboard, 3,800 up top. Moneymaker still winning 2. And we're half and half. 3 losers, 3 winners. And it all's apt to change at the turn of a card. We've finished an hour. We've got 3 remaining. Stick with us. Things are heating up here in Dallas with the Queen of Felt and with Words Are Hards.
Yes. Kings. Oh, it's not suited.
There we go. One better. $150 from Edison with the suited ace.
3-bet. 3-bet, Danny. Let's go.
He heard you.
Yep.
Fish folding some of Edison's outs and gets a quick fold from Edison.
I'm surprised.
Danny leveraging maybe a tight image to take one down. Danny would much prefer to take it down there instead of play post flop. Out of position with ace-6. All right, let's play a big one, folks. We've put our time in. Let's play a huge one.
You're like
Yeah,
dying
fire.
to see some blood, right?
Yeah, as a commentator, that's what you live for.
Let's see like a big bluff.
Yeah, the raise folding is only entertaining for the folks at home. I'm very well aware of that. So I'm wishing for some blood for the people. Ace 4v king 9, and it comes all close.
Oh, right color, wrong suit.
It's all for you already.
All right, we do have another player hopping on in, so that will
Let's
change
go.
the dynamic a bit. Love to see it.
Gotta give you some money today. Quad 3s.
How's it going? Hi.
Check again, probably.
Moneymaker.
What do I know?
I have this experience a lot on
That's
the
why I'm
show.
over
where
here, not
to-
in that game.
We get to speculate and guess with at no risk to our own finances. Sometimes we get it wrong every once in a while.
I kind of like. Oh, is that a girl? Yes.
That looks like maybe Holiday, who I haven't verified it, but apparently the story is she's only been playing a year and a half, 2 maybe, and she's played all the high stakes streams. If that's who I think it is.
71, right?
That's pretty sweet.
We'll get you on the next one.
A year and a half into poker and you're playing 25, 50.
That's the story.
I want to be best friends with her.
Might get the opportunity to meet her. Edison, ace king.
I'm sorry, call. Oh, whoa. One. Saw a call too.
Danny with a real hand, 2 9s.
450.
just
A
call?
little bit
Three bet.
dangerous to raise an under the gun open with nines. As facing a 4-bet is going to be pretty uncomfortable, but you can certainly continue as you are going to be playing in position throughout the hand. So don't hate this either. Back over to
Yeah, I
Edison.
agree, Aaron. This could have been a call. Just a call on the button.
But yeah, we'll see how Edison approaches this. Danny, one
Super.
of the shorter stacks at the table, still playing quite deep, but
4-bet inbound. Methodically raised by Edison.
Right, Danny's in a tough spot. He's pretty much has. He can't even raise. It's all in or call or fold.
Yeah,
That's the problem with raising on the button, is that you lose the privilege of being on the button.
Pre-flop.
Right.
Yeah.
So right now, when actually, if he just calls, he's no longer the pre-flop aggressor. So and the pot's going to be so big, his button doesn't even matter at this point. Being in position doesn't even matter.
Kind of a weird
Yeah.
stack size for Danny.
yeah, the screen there, we're seeing the graphics showing that he's on 7.1K behind, but it looks like he's on
Looks
a
like
fair
way
bit
less.
less than that. Does make the call, and I think the stack to pot ratio is much closer to 1 than the graphics would have us believe.
3,000 in the middle, and yeah, to your point, it looks like he's got about 3K, if that. Yeah, about exactly 3K. All in and a call.
Well, of course, best flop he can ask for.
Yeah, but he knows there's a high likelihood he's no good. 6 pairs the board on the turn, 1 remaining card, 6 outs for Edison, or 4 true outs. Fades it all.
Double up.
Nice win for Danny.
Oh, so he had a yellow chip. What is that yellow chip?
That's just the all-in puck. The yellow chips are 5K here, but that's the all-in puck. So maybe a little less than 15K total pot size.
Like 35.
36 even.
Yeah, 3600.
Nice big double up for Danny. I mean, what are you supposed to do with ace-king? I guess check give up on flop, or rip it and chip it.
Yeah, no, if with the SPR of 1, you might as well rip it and see the next 2 cards. Plus your opponent might fold if they have ace-king themselves.
Take it.
I like it. Yeah, Danny feeling very fortunate to win that pot with the 2 nines. Fold it over to ZeeFish, ace-7, standard open. Call from fire. Edison might get some ideas. He just calls. All right, multi-way, let's go.
Fire loves to play pots.
Yes, he does. Pairs for Edison and ZeeFish. Edison a little spade working as well.
Yeah, very
big
juicy
flop
flop,
for
here for Edison.
How are you then?
Still just going to play this as a check call most of the time. A lot of people will look at this and be like, oh, you got the nut flush draw, you got the top pair, everything's going for you. And in fact, he is going to go for the raise here. I mean, I think a lot of people will play it this way. I tend to think that when you have so much of the board locked up, though, that raising will actually get your opponents to just fold the hands that you're way ahead of or have massive equity against.
Never thought
And you know, he's going to be fortunate in this respect that ZeeFish actually does have an ace here to continue.
That's a brutal turn card.
You know, I was doing some studying on those kind of flops, and there is what I've came to a conclusion is there's no wrong way of playing a hand that big, like ace-6 of spades on this board. He can't play it wrong.
Yeah.
He's got so much equity with that hand that call, raise, whatever, all in, let's go.
Yeah, as long as you're not folding, you're right. You can definitely take a couple of different approaches with it.
It's a bad turn card for him.
Yeah.
Well-
Whenever the second pair
Signature.
pairs, second card pairs,
Yeah, it's gonna be okay for you.
never really a good thing. Learn that too, the hard way.
Yeah, I just don't think that ZeeFish is going to have a ton of jacks here. So I don't think it's the worst card in the world for Edison. But he does just go for the check call here. ZeeFish actually going to bet that card.
And we're confirmed chopping if it reaches showdown. The 8 plays. Chop it up.
Check.
Yeah. What is it? It's not the depositor's fault, you know?
That makes sense on the river. They both have
Enough showdown.
enough shows, exactly.
Both. Well, I know Edison is disappointed having all that equity and his hand just getting tanked on the turn. But happy to not lose it, I guess. Although nobody likes to chop.
He got the extra 25, so he's good.
Oh, okay.
I saw that.
We'll look at the earnings there. Danny up a little over 5K. Fire's still stuck his initial buy-in at 5K. Edison now down just about 5K as well.
All right, this was recall about 1-2, the entire 1-2 will tap and call for table 2.
If I would have known that they're not going to straddle, I could have played this game.
Well, so like any other night, it's going, I mean, last week it was going 100, 200, 400.
Wow.
350.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Wow,
I
what a
was
spot
already
here
dropping
for
by the same.
Moneymaker.
How nice.
I don't know if he's
Open a
coming,
3-bet in front. Now waking up with the birds in the small
Yeah,
blind.
I don't care what.
No matter. Yeah, I'll go up with. Now you just I give him the last card to draw.
Oh, somebody else showed up.
Black or red, the first card.
The raise, red 1,000.
No, I shouldn't say that. Like black this one, red that one. Okay. The
I
first
think it's going to go fold. I am rooting
And
for
$1,000
Holiday,
on
though.
it?
Yeah, she's cool. She's played the Live at the Bike. I think she's probably played Hustler.
I don't watch streams, though.
Yeah, I haven't watched a ton of them lately either, but I just, for some reason, I've seen her on thumbnails and on clips.
Give us a flop.
You can ask to see the run out flop.
Sometimes, yeah, it's up to the, if it's, you can ask, for sure.
All right, so it looks like we've got a battery change and a little bit of a seat change as well.
Is it coming?
So a new player coming in.
That's it.
I'm going to step back into the restaurant. I'll be right back.
If Dom's here, so
It's fine. If it's already been drawn, then give her the seat. If that's it, that's Sam's seat.
yeah, it's a throw-in.
Getting some exercise.
You tried your best.
Let's get him on tilt.
Corey Bennett, $4.40 Canadian super
You
chat.
actually are over there.
You're on the list, is what they said.
Hair character exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. Thanks for the super chat.
Are you playing?
Oh yeah, new player, Sam in the mix. With a whole vibe. Got the, it's kind of like a flight jacket working and the aviators.
Yeah, he looks like he just came from a movie.
Yeah. Sounds like Dong's coming in seat 3. Oh yeah, there he is. Dong, I don't know if you've seen him play much, but he likes to buy in for a ton.
He likes to have the table covered.
Yeah, significantly.
You're in there?
I mean, that looks like at least 40, 50,000.
Oh my God.
We'll see what the final number is.
Exact counter. We'll give you an hour and a half, but we need it.
I want to know before he plays it. Before he,
Three employees over here to help him.
Quite the assortment of chips we've got there
Yeah.
for our new player.
It's got every color in the rainbow.
Dong has the table covered and smothered like Waffle House hash browns. Not my joke. But
Yeah. I got everything.
Beautiful flop
Nice
here for
flop.
Edison, flopping
Yeah.
the bottom end of the joint.
I think he's working on it. 150.
I'm going to tell him to hurry up.
Huh? Maybe it's a fake.
Holiday going to go for the check call here. Third pair top kicker with a little bit of backdoor opportunities for Broadway. Going to be enough to stick around for one street here, but suspect Edison's going to size up here on this turn. Be tough to continue at this point.
450.
Yeah, she's going to let it go now. Just like me, non-believer.
this could get expensive.
I hate this spot when you call the turn and you're like, oh, well, I'm priced in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If I made it this far, I might as well call. That's a
Big bet here.
Wow. See, I think what she's thinking is she's not blocking. Well, she folded, but she's not blocking any bluffs. Like she doesn't have a 10 in her hand, which, you know, means he can have that 10 for a missed straight draw and the diamonds. Nice pot for Edison, though.
Nice little fistful of the yellow 5K chips over there.
It's just crazy, man, this guy. So maybe he's got like closer to 100,000 if he's got like 40K and fives right there. We'll see here shortly. Now we've got a poker game, folks. Full table. Stakes are raised. Sam, king, queen of diamonds with the full look. Yeah, so it looks like he got 40 in his hand. Oh, I thought those whites in the back were $1,000 chips. So maybe it's closer to like, where's Dong at? No, Dong's got more than 30,000. He's just got 30K in yellows.
Yeah, I think they probably, because of the way the chips were all arranged, just like haphazardly, probably just
Right.
eyeballed it at like, I don't know,
Count those?
30K something?
Yeah. He has more than everyone.
Oh,
Let's just
Dong
say
has
that.
a nice flop.
Oh, yeah, straight and flush draws.
A little bit of something for everybody here, all things considered. Sam with the 2 overs, backdoor diamonds. Edison here with effective third pair and a gut shot. Yeah, he's going to come along as well, so still 3 players to the turn.
What a turn card. Straight and flush draws for Sam now.
We should see a big pot.
Yeah. Let's play a big one. Yeah, 54K now is what the amount says. Oh, baby.
Dong sizing up 1.6K. Quick call here from Sam. No
Nine of
thoughts of a
diamonds.
raise.
6 of clubs, so perfect for Dong. Sam whiffs.
There goes that big pot.
Yeah, you could bet $5 and get a fold now. This sucks for Sam, great for Dong.
Yeah, Sam here doesn't block any of the nut type holdings and has Just the king high, easy fold. All right, well, that was pretty cool. Just out of the blue and went from six-handed to full ring. And, Dong here winning his first pot of the evening as he is still getting his chips organized into neat piles.
The good news is that he is not here to sit on those chips, if I know his game very well at all. He likes to put them in the middle.
VPIP 100.
yeah. Let's keep maintaining that.
Most of these players stay after the stream and play.
Usually, yeah. I know Dong likes to play all night long. Some, if they're playing the stream for maybe the first time, some will just play the 4 hours, but generally it's a good game. It'll continue through the night.
You guys are open 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day, that's right. Serving us up some advertisement softballs. We are open 24 hours a day. And in Dallas, you'll often find that every table is full for 24 hours a day.
Sam looking like an Indian Tom Cruise. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a great look for him. Sam with the 9-3, battling Dong once again. He's got 2 pair.
Oh, so this is round 2 for them.
Round 2, right back to back with the 9 high. Oh no, he pairs his 9. I'll go check.
What did?
So we must have had a misread there as Sam is going to go ahead and ship the pot with the river pair 9, or four's full, as we just had a board update there.
Oh.
Not the 9-3 was this, oh, sorry, not even 9-4. Everything changed there from
We're not crazy, folks. I guarantee you we are not crazy. The numbers are changing at the last minute, making us feel crazy.
This isn't even TCH Live. We were watching a different stream.
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah, so it looks like that was 6-4 that had flopped trips, and pair of jacks was no good. Of course, we're looking at that as though pair of jacks was the best hand, but not the case.
Do any of the players have microphones on?
Usually, yeah. They're not super loud, but this has been a super silent table, to be honest. But yeah, generally they, some if not all, will be wearing microphones.
What is it?
And there's also a, I mean, as you can hear, there's a table mic above the table as well. Dong usually talkative, but we probably got to get him warmed up. But I don't think he's wearing a mic currently. Holiday on the opposite end might not say a word. Super quiet person, at least on the streams. ZeeFish, King Queen suited, facing an open from Holiday. Re-raise. Moneymaker will speak if you needle him. But yeah, not a super chatty bunch tonight.
Holiday going to open the Queen 4 suited in the cutoff and make the call. Both players going to flop second pair here. Holiday no kicker. Yeah, a little 1/4 C-bet here for ZeeFish. I think Holiday sort of handcuffing herself into a call here.
4 spades would make things interesting for all of us. Jack of spades. All right, split the difference.
Yeah, ZeeFish now with a good chunk of equity if he is behind. Definitely check this back. But looks to be going for another street of value. Half pot this time. Also buying himself a free river check if Holiday sort of checks in flow on the end, but it's just going to be a quick fold there from Holiday. So you said you like to play the big $3,500 events there at the Hard Rock in Florida. Have you ever made any good runs in that one, Julia?
No, not too deep. Just like little over min cash. I don't
Yeah.
play that many.
Yeah, what they come through there like maybe what 3 times a year, 4 times a year,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, like 4 times a year.
Yeah, yeah. I've played
I'm
a
missing-
couple myself. Made a day 2 and got to work with the little time chips and everything. It was pretty cool how they make the day 2s.
With the time chips, yes, yes.
Yeah, with the 30-second timer. So I like that.
Nice.
Naughty man.
Except it's nice for everyone except the tankers. That went 3 minutes a hand.
Red Bull too.
And you also play the World Series. Any luck in the World Series tournaments, ladies event, all that good stuff?
For the first time in 9 years, I cashed in the main event this
All right.
year.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, 264th or 84th, 284th, I think.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's a great victory, moral and financial victory. Although I'm sure in the moment it's disappointing to not.
It was disappointing because the card that busted me out, it was a 7 of diamonds. And I play a lot of prop bets when I play, and 7 of diamonds is one of my cards that I play in prop bets. So my favorite card busted me out of the main event.
So now you have a mixed relationship with that card now.
It's okay, I still love it. But I tell you, day 5, I made it to middle of day 5.
Wow, that's a lot of poker.
It was so scary walking into that room. It was quiet. First, it was
yeah.
fun, the first couple of days. Day 5, you walk in, just that silence.
Because everyone has got their game face on.
Yeah, and then I could see that big screen in front of me, just players dropping at 9 at a time. And I can just feel myself getting closer to that victory. And it's scary.
I bet. I mean, I can't imagine the pressure. And because you just know that it's so hard to make it that deep in that specific tournament.
Yeah,
like,
chances
this
of
could be
me.
my one.
Yeah, chances of me going that far again are so slim to none.
People do it though.
We have a guy in our local casino at the Hard Rock who final tabled.
Oh, cool.
He said when he was down to 2 tables, he started hyperventilating. He had to walk away.
I mean, it's life-changing money at that point.
Yeah, he won $1 million. He took 8th place.
Yeah, every
Even
poker player's
fathom.
dream, make the final table of the main event. Take your shot at glory.
Yeah. I can't even get there in my mind, like where the pay jumps are. Each one is life-changing money. Where it's like if I bust one more person, I make $1 million more or something like that. It's hard to even fathom having that be your situation. It's got to feel surreal.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, one day we'll all give it a shot. Moneymaker with 2 8s feels okay. But the deuce 4.
Blast it. Come on, Sam.
Sam, scan
Oh,
these
you
cards.
check.
Pretty good turn card here for Moneymaker to bet again, earn himself a river check if he'd like one, if Sam does indeed give him the option. 1900 in the middle here. Moneymaker can still be charging 5 6s, perhaps ace 4 suited, things of that nature, so he'll bet a little over half pot for 1,000, and a very quick call here from Sam. Wow, 3 of clubs here. And Sam is going to go ahead and lead out here, 2,700.
I think an easy call for Moneymaker.
Yeah, 5 6 of spades makes some sense. 5 6 of hearts, definitely also a possibility, but a pretty narrow range. Outside of that, you're thinking like ace deuce or something like that, that maybe even pocket 4s that just flopped a full house and was like, yeah, I'll just check call until the end, and then I need to make sure that the last bet goes in.
The turn was check call, right? There was no raise.
Check call on flop and turn, yes, from
Yeah.
Sam. So
I
this
think
is
he can exclude pocket fours. I would call. But maybe I overcall.
well. I mean, yeah. Whether he's got that or not in his range, it's a very narrow range, nonetheless, right?
Mm-hmm.
But wow, does fold
Maybe-
the eights there.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't have eights.
Maybe so. We've
Maybe-
had a couple misreads.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't eights. I would call it eights.
I want to thank everybody
there's
for
still-
tuning in here. 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Still got a couple hours plus here in the broadcast. 364 of you fine folks hanging out with us. Make sure you are subscribed, and if you haven't had an opportunity yet to strike the like button, we would appreciate it, of course, if you do so.
Absolutely. 125 like goal by 8 p.m. I think we can do it. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button, as Aaron said. It doesn't take you anything. It means everything to us. Moneymaker with the 2 queens of felt, but 9s and 7s for ZeFish.
I always click that like button. Whenever I hear commentators say, click that like button, I always do.
Thank you.
It doesn't cost me anything. I'm like, why not?
7s full of 9s. Thank you for doing that. And that's why we keep saying it.
Yeah.
But hopefully there's other people like you that are willing to oblige us with that like. Nice hand for ZeFish and Moneymaker in the blender right now with the overpair of queens.
Yeah, he checked back the flop, which makes a lot of sense. This isn't his board, so I think he's got a
Right.
fairly trivial just call here and reevaluate on the end. But grabbing a big fistful of black chips here. Okay, that was just
Yeah, that was scary. I was like, really?
a little bit of a posture.
This might save Moneymaker. Let's see.
Oh. Why did he check?
This is a sort of natural card perhaps in ZeFish's mind or Moneymaker to bet, but all things considered, he's not going to show up with a ton of aces here outside of ace X of
He would
time.
just check back the ace. Like, let's say he had ace high flush draw. He would probably just check back that ace.
I tend to agree.
You agree?
Yeah, I think there's definitely missed value there from ZeFish.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that pocket queens are going to call like a big
Right.
bet or anything, but I do think that given the line, you're going to want to keep betting. And, you know, imagine that ZeFish does have a bluff. Like, is he really just going to shut it down when the ace peels off? That's actually going to be a reasonable card for him to continue barreling. As any hand like queens, jacks, etc., one pair holdings are going to be like, ugh, did I just get, you know, sort of counterfeit or whatever on the end. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but you know, we can see the cards, so it's always easy to talk from that perspective.
For sure.
Right, but he also could have gotten called by the ace of diamonds that missed their flush draw but hit the ace.
I agree.
Could have been targeting that. Wow. Are we playing 7 deuce
I don't think so. We haven't in a long time. Edison playing it
by himself?
just by himself, and he's running into it.
I hope we play 7 deuce tomorrow.
2 players with Ace King. You should bring it up.
I will
We
bring it
haven't played it in a while, and it always makes the game fun to watch. Edison sensing a little weakness, but this was not the time, San Diego. Now what do you do if you're fire facing 3 and 4 bets?
I know.
Fire was
He's only got
5K
5K. He's just going to ship it.
He's already in the game for 5K.
Poor guy. You can see how miserable
He
he
might
is.
be after this hand. Who knows?
A lot of body language here from Fire, given the fact that he's in a spot where he might just be shoving this all in.
Oh,
Instead, he's going to let this go, my goodness.
oh, he's going to go on tilt right. Poor fire.
So Sam got the chop to fold. Pretty successful result. And now he's winning.
Thanks to Deuce 7.
That's right. Yeah.
I ordered them online.
Thank Edison for that gift.
Game's rigged.
We've all had those moments in poker where, for some reason, we get some idea out of nowhere in the wrong spot, and it's like, well, I could have just not done that with the worst possible hand in poker.
I lost so much money with Deuce 7. I'm stuck, I think, lifetime. Forever.
The math checks out.
Forever. I don't think I can ever get out of that hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For pride reasons, just trying to press it. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, it's a very tough hand to win with by its very nature. But man, there is something that nothing quite compares when you do win with 7 deuce, particularly when you get like multiple streets in, the pot's pretty chunky, and you just keep going for it, and you get it through. You get to slam it down on the felt and walk away with your arms up, like, yes, we did it. Like, that feels pretty
No
good.
luck there. That was all heart.
Good luck.
Yeah, in the limit streets where I frequent, that opportunity is even more rare.
Yeah.
But it is satisfying. I don't know if I've ever done it, but I can imagine it would be satisfying to get a 7 deuce bluff.
Is that
in the
even
limit.
possible to do it in limit?
It's technically possible, but would not recommend it.
Do people ever fold in limit games?
In very particular spots, but the math almost disincentivizes you from folding, at least in early streets, because you're getting such a great price, at least in limit hole. It is fun to get a bluff through in limit, but it is a lot harder, and you can really light a lot of money on fire if you try to do it too often. Fart Sack Jack says, "Yo, poker folks, who's winning?" There you go, Fart Sack Jack. There's the answer. ZeeFish leading the way, 5,600. What a name. What a name. Full ring, high stakes poker, 25, 25, 50. No straddles yet, but I sense they are coming. Dong in the mix, and all the money in the world. He's about to put it in there. And he folds. I'll see myself out.
How many legs are we at?
I don't know if we can see on this interface. I don't think we can see on this interface. Somebody tell us what like number we're at, or maybe the boss can tell us. So we're trying to get 150 more, or 150 total by 8. ZeeFish.
Looks like we're at 80.
With the jiggities. All right. Almost 400 of you out there. Make sure you hit the like button for us. We're trying to get 150 by 8 p.m. Central Time. LFG.
Hit that like button.
Yeah. There you go.
Hit that like button.
Now you got it. Now you got it. We are grown people begging for likes. Thanks for having us, folks. As Holiday facing the $1,100 raise from ZeeFish, she's going to complete the 8-7.
Yeah, Holiday has shown a propensity to make pretty light calls with her weak opens. This is definitely no exception. She does flop a gut shot, but top set here for ZeeFish
She
well
could check
out in
raise.
front.
Where is she?
She's on the button.
She's in the button.
This feels, when you, I mean, you're so nutted. You literally have the nuts. It feels like I'd be tempted to check. But maybe that would seem strange in its own right, having 3-bet pre.
Well, let's not forget that Holiday here is pretty close to pot size remaining.
Yeah.
So ZeeFish here only needs to build the pot a little bit. He could now mix in some checks and give her an opportunity to try to bluff him out. Whereas if he just sort of check flop, you know, maybe she just, you know, doesn't see there's enough in the middle to feel incentivized to go for the bluff. He's going to continue betting, though. 1.1K here.
Fish's team, make your hand, bet your hand.
I like his bet. He's trying to get the cheapest way of putting in all the money in by the river.
Yeah, it seems valid. We just get to see the cards and results-wise. I mean, oh, Holiday's gonna rip it!
I'm sorry? She said all in.
All in. ZeeFish confirming.
That would have been a time to do on the flop.
And an instant call.
2 times, yeah.
1-6 remains in the deck. Oh, it's a 5. Jack's full. Oh, 2 times. $11,000. And Holiday donating to the ZeeFish fund.
Oh, man, that's the worst feeling when you go all in and your opponent shows you the nuts.
Yeah.
I was trying to represent that.
Yeah. Oh, I need to have that. ZeeFish.
I do like her play.
Go ahead.
On the flop. I would have done that on the flop. Gut shot to the nuts.
Just ripping it there instead of, yeah.
10?
I do think the way she played the hand sort of more correlates with a hand like a flop set, right? Like, I think, let's say that she did flop either top set or middle set or something. Is she just going to rip it in position after her opponent c-bets the flop? Probably not. And so if she doesn't want to just always be like stuffing it in with only marginal hands like her maybe one combo pocket queens, or I guess she can have aces, but I'm not too sure if she would want to stuff that in either, right? It's just, it's kind of an awkward spot, honestly, to just rip it all in there. But I definitely sort of feel what you're saying there, which is like you have a hand that has some equity, but really benefits from applying maximum pressure early on. But it's tough to balance that, and so yeah, all of those spots are just really pretty tricky.
Yeah, I agree with you too, Aaron. She was in a tough spot. When to, I guess, rip it in.
Dong picks up an open-ended straight draw on the turn. After Moneymaker just called Dong's open pre.
Another check call on the turn. 3 of clubs now brings in the front door club flush draw. Moneymaker here with the queen blocker. Back over to Dong, just 10 high. He's bet 2 streets already. This man does not give up. Another half pot size bet and a snap call. Easy peasy here for Moneymaker. 2,800 going into it.
Moneymaker living up to his namesake, printing.
I like his pre-flop. Just call.
Yeah. He's played with Dong a ton, and it's probably at the point where he's got to mix it up with him for sure.
Yeah, he hasn't played in a while. Oh, okay.
So how long did you serve as a dealer in the early days?
1 year exactly.
1 year. And was that in a casino environment?
It was a casino, yeah.
Ever going back to deal?
If I had to. Yeah, that was my favorite job.
It was pretty fun. I dealt at the, everyone's heard this already, but I dealt at the Austin TCH right when it opened. The South location, the old South location, and right when the new North location opened up. It's an interesting learning experience to deal. It's an interesting, like, customer service environment.
Were you called names?
Yeah. Not my favorite thing in the world, but that was rare. I mean, generally everyone that plays at TCH, especially, are decent people. At least that I've interacted with, because everyone here is loves the game and appreciates being able to play legal, safe poker. But you know, you run into those people that are super stuck on a 24-hour rage session and take some bad cards personally, or if you screw something up. Yeah.
We had a private game in a casino where I was dealing, and it was 200, 400 PLO.
Pretty big game.
It was a big game. I dealt a $1.2 million pot.
Did you get the pot size right?
They would tell me.
Can you imagine,
They
like,
would
even
tell
saying
me.
those words out loud? Like, and they say pot. Okay, 350,000. That's wild.
So they actually didn't have that much money on the table. They would put rubber bands over the chips. Like they would have a stack of 4 green chips, and they would have a rubber band over
Like
them.
a rock.
Yeah, and then those 4 green chips would mean like $10,000 or something.
Oh, so they would just like make their own high currency.
Yeah.
High
I don't know. Maybe it was
denomination.
like money laundering. I don't know. They stopped the game eventually. So the guy who ran the game,
Feels a little sus. Yeah.
the guy who ran the game was running really bad with me. He would lose big pots every time I would deal to him.
So he started going, oh, no,
Got it, buddy.
new dealer.
He even offered to ship me back to where I came from, me and my friends and my family.
Oh my God, that's terrible. We do not support that whatsoever. 1.2 million.
I got $200 tip from that.
Oh,
That was the biggest tip I ever got.
that's a bad deal.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the biggest tip you ever got, I guess that's saying something. Like, question mark? I don't know. I
They would
guess that
tip
says
like-
something more about just the tipping in that game. Like,
Yeah, it was like $5 tips. It wasn't big tips at all.
Was it pros mostly or
No,
wealthy?
no. It was one guy from Australia, and the guy who ran the game were the 2 pros, and the rest were just recreational players. It was a crazy game. I would deal it on Sunday morning when I would work my morning shift. It was an
They played all night.
overnight game. Yeah.
Wow. And that was in Miami or in
North of Miami, between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. It was a casino called Gulfstream.
okay.
It's still a casino, but they no longer have the poker room. They never opened up after the pandemic.
I see. Man, I bet you have some stories then. 200, 400 PLO
Yeah.
overnight with fake $10,000 chips.
check down here. Dong giving it up with just the jack high. Sam here happy to take showdown with king high. And he's going to take this one down.
$5 tip right there. It seems more
Tom
proportional.
Cruise. Let's call him Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Or Sam Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, that's good.
Not to be greedy because this already is a big poker game, but would love to see the 100 or the 200 come out soon. I know last week we got up to 400 and 800 for a couple of hands.
Wow. Nobody's stuck enough to do that.
Right.
That's
exactly. Yeah, $200 on a $1.2 million pot. The queen herself did receive after feeling out. Wow. That's hard to even fathom. We've seen in the early days of this stream, we had multiple 6-figure pots, but nothing close to $1 million so far. Still a chance though. And
Next year.
next year, that's right. Dong with a 90% aggression frequency, still only a few hands in, so that might not matter.
He was at 100 for like 7 hands in a row.
Yeah, as the sample grows, that might go down a little bit, but he tends to be aggressive.
He's like, I got 3 hours. I'm gonna just make the best of it.
ZeeFish winning 11,000, Holiday losing about 7K. Big pot inbound. So we reach the halfway mark of the stream. Yeah, those PLO guys are sickos. 200, 400, no limit is a big enough game. But 200, 400 PLO is
Yeah.
bonkers.
Sam going to limp up front here with the ace-4 suited. Perhaps
And the plan
with
is
some
to
ideas.
limp re-raise.
Yeah, perhaps.
Especially with a couple calls in between.
Well, Edison raised
Do
it
it.
up with the
Do it.
deuces. Tilly
Aw.
makes a call, and Sam does just quickly call, so yeah, dashing our hopes for a limp back raise. And what a flop is that?
Wow.
Flopped quads again. Aaron, we saw this 2 or 3 times last week
Look at
in
his poker face.
Edison flopping quad deuces.
Yeah,
Tilly with
twice last
nothing.
week flopped quads. And Sam here with the top pair. Definitely not going anywhere just yet. An ace would be absolutely devastating.
Oh man, ace would
King
hurt
of
so much.
spades, which is also not great, as now Sam chops with every other ace that isn't ace king or ace deuce.
I think Edison knows that and feels comfortable continuing.
Yeah, he's like, how do I get all the money in?
It's going to be hard, but
Yeah, I think at this point, with this small bet of 350, he's really just trying to extract just the tiniest little bit of value, like just get calls from anything that isn't even an ace at this point. When he gets called again, he could probably safely assume that his opponent does actually have an ace, and now I think is the time to size it up and go for the big bet.
let's see,
Nearly
Edison, how do you
2,000 in
price
there.
this? You're having to decide between guaranteed value and getting the max, and it looks like close to full pot, 1,800. Instant call, nice bet on the end from Edison.
Let's do 7 again.
Yeah, deuce 7 would have been good as well. 5,500. Nice line from Edison to get paid, probably the max against that specific hand.
I said Edison.
He's
so weird.
digging out of the hole.
Before the flop comes out, I'm thinking like, maybe flop the quad this thing. I seriously think about it. I don't know why. It's just
Power of
comes out in
positive
my
thinking.
mind. It's sick.
The first poker movie I ever saw was with Mel Gibson, Maverick.
Oh, good old Maverick.
Have you seen that one?
Good movie.
Where he can like picture the card in his head and he changes the outcome. It's stupid, but it's a good movie.
And they're playing 5-card draw.
Yeah, that one was fun. It was stupid, but it was entertaining as far as poker
Which
movies
is
go.
mission accomplished. Sam with the 9 deuce, maybe, although we've had a couple misreads on his scanner.
200.
Check call here from Holiday, and binks the turn. Top pair of 10s now.
City for Holiday.
Sam here with no spades, no clubs, perhaps just trying to buy himself a check back on the river here. He does, in fact, have the 9 Dewey. Holiday, of course, not going anywhere with the top pair, and top trips now.
Wow.
On the end. Holiday herself does have 1 spade, no club, and yeah, Sam happy to just check it down and get shown the bad news.
Small, inconsequential pot. Holiday would have preferred to go larger, but she probably felt like she didn't have any chance of getting called, given how much of the board she
Yeah,
had.
she was probably hoping that he would bluff at it if she checked.
Still trending pretty well for 33 hands an hour, hand 64 as we approach the end of hour 2. Pretty sharp dealers we have here at TCH Dallas. Definitely earn their tips. Philly with the ace-8 in the middle, just lets it go.
7 deuce straight into the muck there from Danny. He's not going to go for it.
Sam, nut low. Completes and fire rips it with 2 9s for 6,000. Or
Pieces.
I think he's working with maybe a little bit less than that, but actually,
more
no,
like
he's got a
3.
whole barrel of blacks there, doesn't he? Yeah, no, he did just stuff it hard with the
No,
nut.
he does have like 6,000.
He
Yeah.
ripped it for a strong 6.
Like, I'm not folding anymore.
He's transitioned into tournament mode for no reason.
I think he's still thinking about that ace king he folded.
Yeah, I guess. And he's stuck, so I get it. I've done crazier things, I guess.
2 for 2.
And props to him for doing his part to make an entertaining game.
Nobody's car is all in yet, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys gonna be surprised after the first call.
We haven't seen Tilly play much.
No, he's been pretty snug this whole time.
Hard dead.
Hasn't really had many hands. He had the queens that one time. Just took it down on flop, I think, if I remember correctly. Dash for Glory asked, is this rake free? It is. These players belong to a private social club called Texas Card House, where you pay a monthly membership fee and an hourly fee. Regardless of whether you're winning or losing, everyone pays the same hourly rate. None of that money comes off the table.
Don, you play much PLO these days, or pretty much
No.
Fire here going for the little bit spicy open pre after Sam limped from the small blind. Both he and Moneymaker flopping top pair. Could be a little bit of a dangerous situation here for Fire. Sam even going to come along after Moneymaker makes the call in position. Go 3 ways to 8 of spades now on the turn. Not a very inspiring card for any of these players, but Fire here may just continue betting and does check it over. Now Moneymaker should be feeling pretty good about his hand.
Yeah, he's gonna bet. What did he bet? He bet like 60% pot? Is that what it was?
Yeah, 2/3, yeah. Yeah, and Sam here not picking up any additional equity on the turn with the player to act behind. But to me, this is pretty easy fold, but he's going to give it some thought. And settles on a call. This actually may bail Fire out.
Yeah, I think Fire's gonna fold now. He's in a tough spot. Poor guy. He's in a tough spot non-stop. Luckily, this will be a right fold.
Very ambitious call here from Sam, perhaps. Just kind of YOLOing it here, thinking Moneymaker could be on a couple of different draws, given the board texture. That his 3 is just good. Yeah, Fire here, body language indicating fold, but doesn't really want to let go of the top pair here just yet.
Watch him be all in.
Yeah, thankfully he doesn't settle on that, as I think Moneymaker would have very easily picked up on the uncomfortability of that body language. I'm like, well, I'm not going to fold, so I better go all in. Ace of diamonds on the end, not the card that Sam wanted to see. Any of the ace X combos that Moneymaker could be bluffing with just picked up top pair. But we go check, and Moneymaker will show down the pair 10s for the win.
Moneymaker having these winning some pretty nice sized pots for not a ton of adversity, at least on rivers. Being able to go check a couple times and take down nice sized pots. He's up to 4,100.
Back in the positive.
Back in the positive indeed. ZeeFish still at the top, winning a full stack.
How much do you have that?
Not much. Near to 4,000.
Then never mind.
Right?
Never mind that.
We've reached we've completed hour 2 of the stream. 2 hours to go. Ben K, the Queen of Felt, live from Dallas alongside Aaron McAvoy, who's live from Austin.
It's a friendly game.
Thank you to everybody that's joined us tonight. Good times had by all. The game's heating up. Danny's even raising pre-flop to 150. That's how hot this game's getting.
Sam and Edison both making the call, so 3 players to a 5-high flop, 2-tone. Danny here with overcards, gut shot, backdoor hearts. Plenty of reasons to continue. Try to fold out all of his opponent's equity. And Sam here up and down straight draw, though. Don't see him going anywhere just yet.
Oh yeah, he loves it. Sam Cruz, as the people call him.
Toronto with that.
Danny does not pick up any additional equity on the turn. But with 950 in the middle, he's going to go 2/3. And Sam will make the call.
Yeah, I don't like live betting at all.
Ace, uh-oh.
Yeah, great card here for Sam. Danny picking up the top pair. Not a great card, all things considered, though. Brings in the front door wheel draw as well as front door spades.
He does check wisely.
And I think even though the spades came in, I think that Danny's just going to bet those spades all the time. Sam concurs, and yeah, he's going to reach for chips and go for value. So I think you do with your straights here.
75.
Yeah, this is super uncomfortable if you're Danny, but that hand maybe just a little too good to fold.
Does call. Wheel's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sam Cruz raking in another one. Really unfortunate river card for Danny.
Dong sitting on $65,000 in his stack. Stuck 175 bucks.
Tilly, Queen Jack under the gun. I think he likes to open it here. Got raising chips in hand.
I think he got tired of not playing anymore.
Yeah, it does.
I know that
It
feeling.
does get pretty old folding for 2 hours.
Queen Jack.
It's two-face card.
All right, we can do it.
He gets 2 callers, ZeeFish and Sam. It becomes okay for Queen Jack, 2 overs and a straight draw. But he checks against 2 opponents, maybe trying to slow things down.
I think I would have liked to see the bet from Tilly there.
It's 2 calls, ZeeFish hoping for like a 9 of spades or something to give him more life on the turn. Like a diamond is not it. Now Deuces take over.
Sam here after getting called in 2 spots. Yeah, Deuces really shrivel up, even though he does still have the best hand. Not on the river.
7 for ZeeFish.
Yeah.
Sometimes this goes block bet, sometimes this goes check check.
Yeah. Used to be good, not anymore.
A7 got there. It's the ZeeFish show so far.
It's a big day. At one point they have like...
Tilly probably kicking himself for not,
Not good
to your point, Juliet being more aggressive on flop.
They're the first one opening.
But also not that huge of a pot one way or the other, so. You got to see all 5 cards for relatively cheap.
Yeah, I just like Queen Jack in particular in that spot.
But the Tuesday piano uphill used to be really
Would be one of his
There's
best
a guy
bluffs.
like
He would be betting an 8
straddle to like
or pocket 10.
two always straddle.
So
There's
queen
no way
jack
he's
would be a
like
good
so
bluff
the
there.
game is always bigger than 51 2.
Small bet.
My biggest loss is also there.
It's much bigger than this.
That's playing really deep.
Oh, they just open fold the fours, maybe? Is that what I just saw?
6-4-0.
6-4. Okay. Gotta get my eyes checked.
Sam limping the hijack, ace-5 offsuit. Moneymaker going to raise his button, and Dong waking up with 7s in the big blind. Going to go for a third bet up to 1,000. Should be getting this one through a lot of the time. And this is one of those times.
One of those times. 65,000 in the stack. Winning $150. Nice little rate of return on a $65,000 investment.
Park feels pretty really good. Like both piano and Moneymaker.
Where's JD at? We need JD.
Edison and Fire leading the way. Pre-flop raise percentage.
He wants to lock out some money he won against Holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Now people are talking.
Are you
Moneymaker's
commentating tomorrow?
No, I don't think so.
Aaron, are you commentating tomorrow?
Nope.
I think it might
No,
be.
I'm not not
just
exactly sure
suddenly
who's going to be in charge.
It's
Maybe Derek. But
worst battle bet I've ever seen like, in my life.
I think he sits over
will
there.
not to be. I'll be playing Deuce to 7 single draw tomorrow. One of my favorite games of all time.
Derek and a mystery guest for now.
Mystery, yes.
But who knows? I'd love the opportunity to dissect your game now. Now that we've met, and you've gotten to see it from this angle, now you get to. It might feel a little weird being able to see 2 cards tomorrow versus everyone else's cards. That would be fun. Wednesday night games are always fun, lively group. Generally, we'll drink a little more responsibly on Wednesday nights.
The Wednesday nights is usually 5-5-10. I think they just made it a little smaller for me.
Is it just 5-10? 5-10 tomorrow then?
2-5-10.
Oh, 2-5-10. Okay.
Like the 2 makes a difference.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a formality.
It's okay, I'm prepared for tomorrow's game.
Nice.
We're good.
You learned your lesson.
I did.
Got to come with a little more cash capacity for the Texas games or the Dallas games.
I got enough for 4 hours. I got this.
You might not even need it. One and done. Run it up. Rick Nolan says, yo, I love Texas Card House. We'll be there this Friday. Excited. Great games always. Couldn't agree more. Thanks for checking out the stream, Rick. See you on Friday.
Can we get that like from Rick?
Rick, you have not. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit that
Halftime
like.
with like 20 points lead, he just fucking early celebration every time.
I said we look good.
Fuck.
Fish for the Ducks.
I think ZeeFish is gonna flop a set.
Maybe quads again. We've seen crazier things. Yeah, now things are heating up. We're going multi-way,
Yeah.
full ring game. This is what I like to see. This is what you usually expect to see from Dallas. King 6-9, 2 hearts.
Ooh, set of 6s.
Moneymaker, bottom set. Holiday second pair.
Yeah, too bad nobody really has much.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate, actually.
Thank you so much, everyone. Your dealers arrived.
All right, looks like we're going to have a dealer change, which means it should be time for a PLO flip, I would imagine. Looks like 250 is going out there from everybody.
Is it every 2 hours, dealer? Dealer change?
Yep. Aaron's going to step out, and every dealer change, at least for the stream, it's every 2 hours. Out in the main room, it's every half hour, whatever the standard is. And for the lower stakes games, they'll do bomb pots. I think for the high stakes games, it's generally just a flip. So 250 in the middle from everyone. 4 cards face down to each player. 5 cards face up. No rounds of betting.
Okay, but I can do that.
Yeah, the luckiest player wins every time.
That's my PLO game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's
Because I don't want to be embarrassed tomorrow where I'm not going to play the bomb pots.
Oh yeah. I'm sure they'll
But
do it
flips,
whatever you
but
want.
flips I'll do.
Yeah. Pretty even playing field with flips.
You can just deal on that.
Because then the dealer can just tell me if I won.
That's right. The cards speak. Yeah, that's right.
I bet sometimes.
Man, yeah, commentating. So I've done several 4 and 5 card streams, and it is hard to commentate those because the whole screen is full of cards, and having to commentate through all the different combinations is pretty difficult. So even like you'll see all the cards pop up, it's just chaos.
Yeah, I saw that. I clicked on one of your videos on the YouTube channel, and I guess it was a PLO game. The whole screen was covered in cards.
Good effort, but yeah, so you have to wait for a few to fold first before trying to figure out what's going on. And this is hopefully this continues to instigate some action, get the people's gambling juices up.
3.
Check.
It's a skill game, though.
Oh,
Look at that.
6.
So we'll wait until everything gets dealt out, and then we'll see.
Oh my god.
Sometimes the percentages will go quicker.
Oh, I got it straight.
I need a.
Looks like it may be a chop.
you can see that?
Well, I just see this at the very top of the screen where it says wins 875. Some form of straight, maybe.
Oh, 6-9. No,
Maybe so, man. You still can't
oh, they got 6-8.
The nuts will do.
Nuts will do.
Holiday has pocket 7, so she had 2 7s.
Winner.
I don't know if that's good. It's a single board.
Single board, yeah. But it's still can't.
Win or lose?
Still ZeeFish, huh? Running good.
ZeeFish? Scooping? Wow. Yeah, you know you're running good when you're crushing the game and winning the flips. 2250 to our man ZeeFish, and he's surpassed the $12,000 mark. And everyone else is trying to catch up. Holiday and Fire using 7,000 and 5,500 respectively. Back to the 2-card game. Hand 72, Ben K and the Queen of Felt live from Dallas, as well as Aaron McAvoy in the booth as well, live from Austin. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy high stakes action for the low price of $3.99. $3.99 plus a like and a subscribe, but it feels like a fair deal.
$3.99?
Like free, FREE.99. Cute little pun that I didn't make up, but like to overuse. Tilly raising it to 150 with 6-9 on the button. He's done folding for the night.
Yeah.
Takes it down. Oh, excuse me, Danny 3 bets and takes it down.
Poor Tilly, he's trying.
Yeah, Tilly, that's what you get for opening 6-9 off, bud.
You know, I do that too. When I see a player hasn't opened in a while and then all of a sudden they open, I'm like, you're just bored. I know you're just bored.
So you're attacking their boredom range. I like it.
Right every time.
That's right. Inexploitable. I'll try that next time.
You try it. You'd be
Like,
surprised.
maybe he's not tight and he's just bored.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how often it works. You know what else? If you look at your cards 1 card at a time, you have more chances that you're gonna get a pocket pair. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but that sounds scientifically sound.
Like 30% more.
I'll have to run the numbers on that.
You don't have to. I'm
Aaron
sure.
used to be a nuclear physicist, and
Aaron, did you run the numbers on that?
No.
You don't have to. I did.
Yeah, it sounds like you've already figured it out.
a little bit of something for everyone. Top pair for Tilly. Finally, pairs and straight draws for Sam and Moneymaker.
turn.
Beat him in Vegas, ZeeFish?
9 and a turn.
Dude, I got crushed. I got crushed. I'm not going back over there.
What game you playing?
Played at the win. It's
What stake was
the
it?
cash game. 10-20 for you. Win.
Oh, that's an action killer.
Dude, average stack, yeah, 10K. If you see a flop for $1,000, you're lucky, man. No one's playing.
No one's betting at all.
Wow, the nuts, or excuse me, the nuts straight for Sam.
No, I mean, I lost 25 overall. Aces, kings.
Poor Tilly.
The guy,
Yeah,
I got
27.
one guy. He mucked, open mucked, ace king suited in the small blind. For raise, re-raise, he open mucked. Ace king suited.
I would have called too.
Just like you, man.
Yeah, kind of
Tilly-
tough not to.
But then he doesn't go all in.
Tilly played it
Yeah.
perfect.
Then
You know?
he didn't go all in, every other.
I even like the chuck and a
Just
turn. Everything was good.
Yeah, nice river card
Couldn't
for
believe it.
That's a win Vegas.
8 high straight.
Yeah. Bellagio was a little bit better, but Win, my God. So bad.
You were there for like a weekend.
Did I get chips?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here with Juliet, the Queen of Felt of Instagram and poker fame. Do you still do much with social media?
Yeah.
Can people follow you on?
Yeah, and only on Instagram. I'm only on
There's like a
Instagram.
big
Only on
tournament going
Instagram.
on. So
What's your handle there?
there?
Or what's your name on Instagram?
The Queen of Felt.
I need to get 10K, but I'm not going to add it
Didn't know
all.
if there were numbers or anything else involved. So the Queen of Felt, you can give her a follow on Instagram.
And the lake.
And a like.
And the lake over here.
Do you spend much time doing content for Instagram, or is it just like as you have things come up you want to post about?
I did at first. I was making some funny videos, but
Germany guy.
I think I'm going to switch it up
Know each other.
to something more serious
Okay,
coming up in the future.
great. Do you enjoy doing that kind of stuff?
I do. I enjoy teaching.
Yeah?
So I think I'm going to be making more of like educational videos.
Around poker? Cool.
Very cool. All right, Danny, here just an open and a win. Take a look there at the earnings. ZeeFish up over 12,000 and paving the way.
Just one case. Stick 'em.
You have some additional chips coming in here for Tilly
I like that.
after
I say
losing that
stack,
last
but I
pot.
like stick better. Some people call it a barrel. I never heard that. until I got there.
VPIP's pretty healthy here. Only one player under 20%. I think VPIPs will be pretty high in the 2-5-10 game that you'll be playing tomorrow night. A lot of players trying to get in to see flops and such.
Yeah, I saw the lineup. It looks like it's going to be a fun game.
Very cool. Some players that you played with before, some locals, or mostly new faces?
Nope, never played with anybody.
Okay.
But I've seen some of them on previous live streams.
Gotcha.
Like Wolfgang's going to be on there. Never played with him, but I'm excited to play with him.
Cool. Got any side bets or prop bets or anything going on for your live stream tomorrow night, or do you just do those sort of on the fly?
Do you want to do a side bet with me?
Oh, why not? Let's see here. So I guess probably the easiest one is just net earnings, right?
Go.
How much are you going to buy in for? What does that game sort of cap out at?
I have no idea what it caps out. It's a match to stack.
Okay, so probably like 2K or 3K max to start would be my guess. Not sure if you have that info, but
Let me see if I have that info. Because I was texting with another stream as well.
Thank you.
top pair second kicker here for ZeeFish. Dong in the mix with a bet as the pre-flop aggressor gets called and now turns a gut shot. both ways, so double gut shot here. For Dong, bets 550 into 800. ZeeFish here, pretty standard, just call once again. But goes for the raise. Is in position, so does sort of earn himself a river check back if his opponent does just call, but Dong says, nah, bro, this is my board. I'm the pre-flop aggressor, and get wrecked. Raised to 4K now.
Wow, that's feisty.
Fish, though, not going anywhere. Makes the call. Pot swelling to 8.8 thousand. ZeeFish still with 19K behind as the covered player. So 7 of diamonds changes nothing here for Dong. Still just queen high, and he gives it up
Oh,
with a
no.
check.
Ah, he bets pot. Pot, Dong. Bet pot. Yeah, 60K to do it.
Yeah, ZeeFish going to be pretty happy to just show down the ace-queen there and drag that nearly $9,000 pot. I'm not so sure he's folding.
He would have
to
folded.
A bet, though.
He would have folded. He would have folded
Well,
for sure.
We'll never know, but it could be.
So I don't
Alright,
know
we
the
got-
buy-in. I don't know the buy-in for tomorrow. I just asked, and
Okay.
I'm assuming it's going to be. What's the buy-in for tomorrow?
It's probably like 2K min, 5K max, something like that. 2-5. It's 2-5-10 match the stack. It's probably like 2K min, 5K max.
No way.
And then match the stack after the first orbit. That's what it usually is.
No way. It's way less. It's got to be less than that. Probably 2K to start.
Maybe so. Yeah, if it's playing a little lower.
Yeah.
We're trying to come up with a good good little prop bet to do on the side here between me and Juliet.
Okay.
Karen's challenging me.
For tonight or for tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Lose with 2 red aces.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that one's impossible. I'm not going to take that one. She'll
Yeah.
snap defeat me.
I say I'm going to win over 5,000.
Oh, nice.
I'll take that.
You'll take under?
I'll take the under on 5K, sure. How much you want to go for?
I'm giving you like a lot of room here. 5K.
I think that's true.
I'm going to be definitely playing 2-7 tomorrow.
That'll
Watch her win.
offset the wins from the red aces.
That's right. Watch her win 20,000.
Well, I'll happily pay out if she wins 20K, because that's one hell of a night.
All right, so let's do 5K. And
For 5K.
5K, yeah. If I win 5K, you owe me 5K.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
like
deal.
super, just like intense prop bet.
100% crossbook. No, what do you want to do? Like 50 bucks or something?
I feel like I want you to do something physical.
Oh, so
You're gonna do
okay.
push-ups.
Okay, we can do that.
You gotta post them on social media
Okay, so
and
if
say
you,
why you're doing them.
okay, if you net 5K, then I'll do. How many push-ups do you think I need to do?
Can you do 40?
I could probably do 40.
Can you do 50?
I think 40 is going to be a lot. But
40
I mean,
squats.
we're talking all in just one go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 40 would be 40 would probably be pushing my limit.
Okay, all right. So 40 and
Okay.
and
How many
I'll give
push-ups can you do?
I'll
overall?
give you 50 bucks. I don't know. I just started working out again, so probably 25.
All right. Well, then you got to do 25.
Okay.
We'll keep it all push-ups. No dollar value
Okay.
here.
You heard it here, first, folks. You got 400 witnesses. The Queen of Felt wins more than 5K. Mr. McAvoy's got to do 50 push-ups. 40 push-ups and post it on social media.
I got to do 25.
She's got to do 25 if she wins less than 5K. Feels fair to me.
Hez here in the chat says 5 broth bombs if I lose. I'll throw 1 broth bomb in there. I'll do the 40 push-ups and finish it with a broth bomb.
It's like a... Aaron, can you explain a broth bomb? They're these gross shots.
I absolutely can. Let's see here. Fire up and down straight draw. Danny with a double gutty. Sorry, not double gutty, just up and down straight draw of his own. Pardon me. So broth bomb, the coffee makers here at TCH Austin have multiple delicious beverages that you can concoct in them. Usually, your sort of standard things like lattes and cappuccinos and things like that. There's also a setting for a hot chicken broth. So it's sort of like a ramen noodle type flavored broth.
Oh, I remember those.
Which sounds kind of gross. It's actually kind of nice, especially on a chilly day.
It's yummy.
Yeah, but the worst thing is that someone suggested that we should pour tequila into it and make a little shot out of it. Kind of like I don't know, like a green tea shot or something. You kind of mix a couple of different things together. So, anyways, that became a little thing that we do here around TCH Austin. It's a broth bomb, and it's quite vile and disgusting.
So it's broth and tequila.
Yeah, exactly.
It's disgusting.
And it's hot
Can it be
as
vodka?
well. So. You certainly could do vodka. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to win a 50K, look. No one said I'm going to win 50K. So you're going to have to do push-ups and 5 broth bombs. I win 50K.
All right, well, I look forward to it. I hope you win 50K.
I don't even think we're going to have 50K.
Yeah, that'd be pushing it a bit, but that'd be a great game if so. Who knows? Dong maybe will show up with the 60,000.
Can we get Dong in a game for tomorrow? I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, maybe if you can talk to him too. He generally prefers to play higher, but
Thank you.
you sound pretty persuasive. So he likes action. He's 5 on the button. Looks like he's raising it. 200. Tilly, a real hand.
Go.
Kings, 4 exit.
Man, watch this man ace on the flop. Poor guy. Oh. Okay.
Might as well.
It would have been an ace on the flop for sure.
Giving a quick fold from Dong.
I'm surprised Dong folded.
Yeah, Dong's pretty sticky. I wonder if he just read Tilly for strength, given that he hasn't played many hands tonight. Any other hobbies outside of poker?
I like to take pictures.
Like photography?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Part of the Instagram thing, or just?
No, I was doing that as a hobby, and it got to the point where I did this photo shoot for my kid's school. If you walk into the school, you'll see my photos hanging everywhere of children.
That's cool. You just did that for them pro bono, like for free?
Yeah, well, they ended up giving me like half tuition off for 1 month, but
oh, sweet.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that's cool. Photography's fun.
I like to cook.
Okay. Any specialties you have?
Russian dishes.
Russian dishes. Okay, I don't know much about Russian cuisine.
A lot of potatoes and meat.
Okay.
And no flavor.
No flavor, and you're proud of that.
Put enough salt in there.
We got salt and pepper, that's about it. Paprika is like delicacy.
And are you regularly making Russian dishes, or just a
I do. I make
occasions?
a lot of soups. My children like to eat Russian food.
Okay. Are they bilingual?
Yes.
That's
of course.
Cool. That's cool.
Takes a lot of work.
I bet. Is self-taught or taught from you, or do they take instruction
From
as well?
me, and they have a tutor.
That's awesome. I hope my son can be bilingual.
Your wife speaks another language?
No, not at all. Just country, you know.
I can know English
Talks
and
Texan.
country.
No, we would love for them to learn Spanish or Chinese or another language that could serve them in some way.
I would suggest getting, if you were to get like a nanny, get a one that speaks a different language and have her speak only that language to the children.
Oh yeah, that would so it's like an immersion early on. ZeeFish continues his tear,
Running like God.
flopping the world.
I'm gonna go out there and have him like rub my hand for tomorrow, so I can definitely see Aaron do 40 push-ups.
Let's see.
No, I'm
Who's
not
running
going
bad?
away.
I'll have Holiday just reach out and touch you and put a little bit of bad juju on you too.
Dong picks up diamond draw. Dean C with a low-hanging pun joke.
Deuce a diamond. Deuce a
Always
diamond.
Russian food or slow cook sometimes. Heyo. Oh, 3 of diamonds. Dong goes perfect for the flush.
I guess the run good is over.
Yeah, and ZeeFish still going for value here.
I don't blame him.
Kind of a weird board.
Boom. He folded? Insta fold? Wow.
Yeah, you don't beat anything on this river. I think
how much did he
anything that
bet?
can raise is
Like, it looks like 5K or something.
Yeah, but he insta folded. He didn't even think about it.
That's wild.
Man, that guy's good.
ZeeFish making all the right moves today with the right results.
It'll work next time.
yeah. Even after a several $1,000 loss in that hand, up over 14,000. It's way out in front. Danny, the next player down, up less than 5K.
Tell me
And so you're based in Miami, correct?
Hollywood.
Hollywood, Florida. What was the draw to go to Hollywood, or what brought you to Hollywood, Florida? Have you always been there? What?
Past 10 years. Before that in Michigan.
Okay. Which part of Michigan?
Metro Detroit area.
Oh, okay.
The suburbs of Detroit.
I lived in Ann Arbor for a summer. I really enjoyed it.
I lived in Ann Arbor too when I went to Eastern.
Eastern Michigan?
Oh.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I was there for an internship in the summer in 2019. The weather was really nice to escape from the Texas heat to go up to, it was pretty mild in Ann Arbor.
Now I'm so bad I vacation in Detroit.
Vacation in Detroit. And so are you going to be a lifer in Hollywood, Florida? You think you'll be there for the rest of your life?
I might move to Texas.
This is the place to be. Plenty of room.
No, I like Florida a lot. So it's either Florida or Texas.
Okay. Cool. And Sam turns the nut flush.
2 pair for fire.
8s and 5s. Yeah.
Sam here going to miss out on value by not betting his
That
hand.
hurts.
It's going to
Is
drag
he
a
fish? Is
very
he
small
shark?
pot with the nuts.
Have you been to Florida?
I lived in Pensacola, which is like the Panhandle, for a couple years when I was in the military. I really like it. It's pretty easy living in Florida. I haven't spent much time in South Florida. I've gone to the Keys a couple times, but I haven't spent much time in the Miami area. Just the airport, really.
It's like work early or something.
Looks like a good time.
It's getting really busy. Everybody moved there.
I bet. Yeah.
So much traffic now.
A lot of golf to be played in Florida. A lot of the biggest names in golf all live in Florida. Jupiter, Florida. That's where Tiger lives. That's where a couple others live, I think. It's pretty humid. I mean, it's hot and humid in South Florida.
It's really humid. No good hair days.
Yeah. It's a little different climate than Russia, I'd imagine.
4 players to the flop. couple aces on board once again. Danny here, the only player with an ace, and really nothing for any of his opponents. So bet 200 and just take this one down, I dare say.
ZeeFish is Z-Shark. Yes. You know, when you run good, you start having that mighty feeling that you're just so good at it. And you start winning more.
Yep. You can feel unbeatable.
Yeah, that confidence. Just you can watch your body language. ZeeFish, his confidence is just shining through.
Yeah. I think we've all felt that at one time or the other where it feels like, oh, I've got it figured out now.
Yeah.
I'm flowing.
Hey, I have a
Making
water
great
load.
reads, making good laydowns, running good in the right spots. But the downfall is getting too confident in that, and then in this game you could
There's
easily
no there's no downfall.
you could easily get felted. I prefer your outlook on life than cynicism that I have come to view life.
Luck is believing you are lucky.
Yeah, and see, I need to work on that. I run bad even in my poker dreams. Like I haven't, I run bad in real life poker, and I have this recurring set of dreams that is never me winning at poker. It's always me.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's anxiety or something like that. It's an issue, but gotta work on that.
I
Need
have
some
a
poker
reoccurring.
therapy, my friend.
I have
right.
a reoccurring dream of me winning the main event.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
See, that's
Always.
awesome. I would love that. Just to enjoy my dreams again. A lot of aces on this last 30 minutes or so of flops.
Dealer, good dealer.
Fire with the queen high flush draw. Edison taking a stab, king high. Fire.
Stuffs it in, stands up. Love it. And shows it.
I get phone call, that's why I was.
Fire, you can tell he's just a fun guy, you know?
Yeah.
Really
I hope to
enjoys playing the game.
one day be in a financial position to just be having fun with 10,000 on the table, just not worrying about ripping it for 4 or 5K with the queen high flush draw.
Visualize it.
Visualize
Put
it.
it on your vision board.
I might need to make a vision board.
I have a vision board.
I will say it has been helpful to physically write down goals. Like there's something about that which there's nothing, I don't know if there's anything magical about it, but there is, I've found that I guess it's just like being able to reinforce the things that you care about throughout the year. Where it's like I felt like I accomplished more of my goals last year after having just written them down at the beginning of the year than just like having it as a good idea in your mind.
Absolutely. And especially if you start just seeing yourself doing it, they come true. They really do.
Yeah. Running deep in the main event.
Yeah.
Tilly, 3-bet to 11. King, queen. He would love to get mixed up with fire, where fire ripping it with straight and flush draws. Top pair, pretty good kicker for Tilly.
Tilly has been very patient.
Yeah, not a particularly good flop here for fire, so he's out of the way. No additional value for Tilly. But
It's like the first pot Tilly's, or first meaningful pot Tilly's won tonight. In the game for 12, losing only about 1,600, basically even.
How sick would it be if you had aces doing that?
yeah, I think Fire had blind raised when he came back to his seat on the button there.
Jeez.
I was
There's
gonna
not a
say
button for
something,
that
but
on the
then I
action
wasn't quite
tracker.
sure.
Danny, Queen Jack Heart. Queen Jack of Hearts, raising it to 150. Sam, same hand, different suit. Calls. Couple other callers, Fire and Dong, 4-way action. No one has anything.
Yeah, tough for 4 players to miss as hard as they all have, but here we are.
And they continue to have nothing. Danny and Sam with a Broadway draw only. Nut, no pair, I guess.
Somebody bet pot.
Last chance.
Let's go, fire. Nice.
Make your own luck. With the third nut low.
Yeah, big bet here from Fire, 500. See if either Danny or Sam can look him up. Danny will make
What a
call.
boss. He does have the net nut, no pair.
Not no pair.
Oh, this guy.
That's a professional level call from Danny there with the queen jack. Nice call.
So you actually have faces all the time. You say you have faces. Right?
That just tells you how fire should be betting just like that with
For any value.
For any value.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's okay that your bluffs get called. That means your value makes money.
Yeah, it's tough when you're stuck in trying to make something happen. Your bluffs are getting called down and you don't have much value to speak of. Yeah, if he could just change gears and make a pair and then get paid, that would be great for him, but we'll see.
A little something here for Holiday. First hand she's played in a little while. Ace Queen from under the gun. Chili with a suited connector. One of those hands that you'll see 3-bet some of the
Oh,
time.
I would have
call.
3-bet that. That's right, Aaron. 3-bet.
Quick
Man,
fold though,
nice-
like didn't
nice
even really
aggressive.
put that much thought into it.
Yeah, I don't know. Tilly, I know has that move in him. I've seen him do it before. It's just I wonder if it's player dependent. Can never be too aggressive. At least not on the live stream. I want more aggression. See Shark in there with the 2 4s.
Z-Shark.
Holiday got him pipped. 2 6s.
It's okay, he's gonna flop 4.
The beginning of the night is any indication. He does! Wow! She visualized it and she called it. The Queen of Felt calls ZeeFish's shot and he flops bottom set.
Might have to call off this bet. I don't know. Things are this is a little eerie. He's gonna win $5,001 or something.
Aaron, you're drawing dead.
Unbelievable.
Holiday,
Okay.
though, of course, is not an inspiring holding here. Effective 4th pair, so
Yeah,
how much money
he's
can
not.
ZeeFish really make here?
That's not the point. 1,000 is how much he's gonna make. 1,000.
ZeeFish was talking about how he got owned in Vegas for about 25K, so I know he's probably happy to be winning back some of that loss.
He just came back from Vegas.
That's what I overheard him say earlier. Said he lost about 25 grand at the win. Where do you usually stay when you go over there? Or do you do like an Airbnb or something for the series?
I usually stay at the Wynn, but I discovered that Vidara is much better suit for me because it has a kitchen and I like to make my own breakfast.
Sure. Yeah, we were talking about that
portion
last
or,
week. The food situation at the World Series specifically, like
Yeah.
it's hard to eat well when you're doing that weird tournament schedule.
And I like that it's not a casino, so there's no smoking and it's not loud.
It's just a hotel, the
It's
Dara?
just a hotel. It's connected to Aria, so you just walk to Aria
Oh, okay. Cool.
with their sister.
Fire flops, Broadway, and flush draws. Yeah, we'd love to stay at Aria sometime. I've only stayed at the Wynn or at Planet Hollywood when the thing has a comp or something. Aria's expensive. Aria and Bellagio, I really wanted to stay at, but they seemed expensive.
When is still better? So you stayed at the best one.
Yeah, win's nice.
Fire here turning the butt flush with the 3 of clubs. ZeeFish here presumably with ace, king, ace 4. King of hearts and yeah. Oh, jack 3 does not exist. This is king queen over there for fire. So
Oh,
bad misread on that one.
I'm just not going to call Fire's hand until showdown. Fire or Sam.
Still no $100 straddles on, but obviously.
There you go.
I willed it into existence. There it is. Fire puts it out there.
Literally the first time tonight.
I was about to go out there and say something.
You guys better start straddling. You're killing us. The crowd's about to mutiny. Dong, king 10 suited. He wants to play a big one. Sam 50 invested already with the jack 9. Fire 100 invested already. He's got queen 9 suited.
Broadway flop would be spicy. 9 high. A couple of hearts though, so a little bit of something for everybody here. My goodness.
Yeah.
Does everyone still good up here? Snacks and beverages?
Waterfish.
550, rip it and ship it for Fire.
Did you say all in or
Okay.
Dong's gonna rip it.
Dong rips it, and yeah, Sam now in a position to have to call off 8,500 with top pair jack kicker. And yeah, that seems like a pretty useful, all things
And
considered.
he was thankfully forced into folding correctly.
That's me.
So an effective coin flip here between Fire and Dong. Run it one time, Dong gets there.
Poor Fire.
15K pot. Sounded like Dong called it before the card even came out.
Maybe.
This is the hand he straddled, right? Fire straddle.
Yeah, Fire straddle for 100, and he's already got chips.
What do you want? Anything?
Yeah, tough spot there. Fire, once again, just sort of stuffing it in there when he has a hand. This time was ahead, but could not hold.
Yeah, things escalated quickly there. Dong. I think a nice $15,000 pot.
Moneymaker is straddling too, right?
Nice. Maybe they're doing a round. Let's go. It's funny how the one straddle hand triggered one of the bigger pots of the night. Edison, the lone ace, the best ace. Raise it up. Sam, my man likes to play cards.
He does.
Fire is gonna rip it for 5,000 with the Ducks. Don't know what Edison's other card is.
Fuck you.
Did he say fuck you?
I think he said "fu."
Oh.
You got queen? Oh, I can forget 3.
You got police again?
So this should be another coin flip.
Why you
Edison
make me
here,
change chips,
presumably
man?
with
Ace
just
king.
like ace king.
Yeah, I just got confirmation. Edison's got ace king.
Right.
Wow, another $14,000 pot.
And Fire hold with the Ducks. Oh, that's not flop for Ducks.
Got a
Set of deuces! Let's go! That's what we needed!
You are so evil.
Hits the 2 outer on the turn and river.
I saw that in a movie. It's like so fake.
So is Toronto actually losing right now? Fuck you.
Man, Fire's still got cheddar cheese in the tank. He's back for more. What a hand.
Man, that was one hell of a hand right there. That was made for TV.
Lee. Clip that.
No, it's not. They're leading by fucking 12.
Once again, this was a straddle hand.
That's right. 2 straddle hands in a row overtaking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you call me with ace king. You had nines or something, right? Deuces. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I had an ace.
Holiday with the ace king.
I'm the first one calling PreFlop, right?
Both times you had the best hand.
I mean, I told you guys it was going to be a fucking surprise. He finally goes to showdown once.
Yeah, but he didn't say he had
Moneymaker
aces.
makes the call here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now here we go, 4-way
Edison
action.
and Sam in there as well.
Holiday's hating this right now. Oh, not anymore.
Ace king 10. Holiday's turn. Edison with a Broadway draw.
Yeah, it never feels bad to flop top 2, but when you are multi-way like this, you're always kind of like, oh god, is this just the setup time? Like Queen Jack gonna
I don't
own me?
think she had yet.
What do you want to? You can do your action first.
Reshuffle.
You're gonna get a chance to bet.
Oh, I think we had a pre-exposed turn card here, dealer thinking the action
We
had
all know
checked
what to do.
through.
Is it called
Yeah,
like
just
a-
go spend and reshuffle.
So yeah, turn gonna get shuffled back in. Holiday will have her opportunities to.
You can.
Oh my god, it was the ace of diamonds and
Oh,
now Holiday's
no.
trying to check. Oh my goodness.
This is a beating.
Almost.
And you don't blame the dealer for putting the turn. It is hard to see your hand, so it's like not that big of a
She was
deal.
about
But
to bet when it.
So just let you guys know, this card will shuffle back in immediately. Let's look at the action first.
So Holiday will bet her option 350. That ace of diamonds will not remain.
That's what I was gonna say. Like everybody's just gonna fold anyway.
what if she's gonna show it?
Good job, Jay.
Okay, so inconsequential outcome. Okay. Wow, weird hand.
Yeah.
Wow, ace is full with ace king. A couple hands in a row.
Threes are better. Threes are better.
I never win. I'm Deuces. The other day he getting
Set
like
and you still can't win. Full house.
Looking at the V-pips there, once again, still just one player under 20%.
queens against 3.
A lot of players hovering in
Get that
20
both time,
25%. A couple up there, 30 to 40% even.
See, I can't make any guarantees for the Wednesday night game, but I've seen players VPIP 70% on a Wednesday night game. So you might be in a good situation tomorrow.
I just hope I'm not card dead. I don't need much.
Right.
Because that's the worst. I flew down here from Miami to be card dead.
Yes. It's pretty brutal. Well, we'll hope for the best. Nice little flop for several players. Dong top pair, Holiday open-ended straight draw. Sam inferior top pair.
Checks to him and he will fire for 550. Quick call from Dong and Holiday here, getting a good price to take off a turn. Always coming deuce on the turn. Sam gonna fire at this again to the tune of almost half pot.
Well, we know Dong is not folding. Correct.
Honestly, with the implied odds here, I think Holiday should be getting herself in the mix as well.
Big pot developing.
Yeah. She does get out of there. Would have only rivered an inferior pair.
Nine plays.
Showdown for the winner.
Another $3,200 profit over to Dong, who is now in the green. Stack up to 70,000. It's absurd.
It's like a house.
Yeah, or at least a pretty nice down payment. Or like a 2021 Escalade. 70K buys a lot.
2021 Escalade?
Yeah, I'm probably the new ones are probably 100K.
Oh.
Right. Trying to be conservative with my speculation.
Yeah, inflation, you know.
That's right. 70K don't buy what it used to.
With some limping on the $100 straddle, Moneymaker will punish this from the small blind with a raise to 600. Yeah, what was already a pretty speculative limp from Sam with the 7 trade. I mean, I have to imagine that these are not the hands they actually have. Once again, we have had some misread errors a little bit earlier in the broadcast.
Good
and
point,
we can
good
presume
point.
that is returning on this one.
Yeah, that's probably like pocket jacks.
Yeah, probably. They're uncapped at this point since we can't trust the read right now.
So Moneymaker is from Texas. He's got the.
No, he's from Germany. They call him the German Moneymaker. His name's Chris. And
His name is Chris.
yeah, but I don't. His last name isn't actually Moneymaker, but he since he's been on this stream for a couple years now, he's gone by the German Moneymaker. But he wears Dallas Cowboy gear pretty frequently.
Oh, I guess Fire did have a pair of 3s.
Interesting.
Who knows? I don't know. Every hand is going to be just a sort of a question mark when we see hands that crazy in the mix.
Right, because it very well
could
could be the real hand, given the players involved.
Raina here in the chat wants to know what has happened to On the Austin stream. On hasn't shown himself around TCH Austin in a little while. I presume he is just busy with work and such, but yeah, always a fun player to have around. Would love to get him back in the live stream streets for sure.
Fire, 2 black aces. I'm assuming these are real.
How do the black aces perform? Are they the opposite of red aces?
You could have just told me not to do
Yeah, they don't win as often as red aces.
Nice.
Phone call again?
He's lucky they all folded.
Raise it to 2K, takes it down.
If you don't want me to.
Fire looks very eager to put the chips in the
I
middle.
like how he's smiling. No matter. He's like stuck 15K, but he's just happy.
Yeah, it looks like he's in the game for 20 total, or he's down 14 and he's got a stack of 7. Man.
Do we? We just did this.
I'm just a follower, right?
It's turned into a fun game as we round out the last hour of the live stream. Full table, stacks are growing. Straddles are finally in play. We got more big pots to come in the next hour. If you haven't already, hit the like button. I think the stream's worthy of a like. Go ahead. Couple suited gappers. Excuse me. Sand unsuited gapper. This in the bottom pair.
Yeah, and when the players really start opening up ranges and playing these sorts of speculative hands, position is going to factor in a lot.
Are you guys still doing okay?
Edison there did actually outflop his opponent with a pair of 4s, but very much just betting the board texture rather than the value of his hand.
have either unofficially or officially agreed to do a round of $100 straddles. ZeFish, 200. Let's go. And Sam puts the 200 down.
Just a 2 thing?
Let me see. Oh shit.
This is when I would have gotten up.
It's like this game has turned into something I didn't sign up for.
Next year, next year.
Yeah. Danny with the ace king, 4xing it, 800. Sam coming along with the king's hit.
Not particularly deep here to be playing this one.
Yeah.
Off, but does outflop
Like
the
you,
opponent.
yeah, you flop a pair.
That's a make some effort.
What you call?
I'm playing tight. You the action guy. No. Yes. I don't do that.
2 overs and a gut shot to the nut straight here for Danny, so he'll continue betting 600 into about 17, 1800. Turn always coming deuce.
Always.
Yeah, a spot where you usually just either check and give up or continue betting, but on the smaller side, Danny goes for the latter. And a quick call here from Sam.
Ace. A pure river card for Danny. 6,100. Don't let it go. Check, check. So maybe he thinks he's never getting
Yeah,
called.
it's not the best card for Danny, so I think he was gonna bet small or check. That's what I would have done. Small or check.
Trying to figure
It's
out.
actually a pretty good card for him, given the fact that he beats all of the ace-x of hearts combos. He's going to go
All
big.
in.
Oh, what do I know? Well, Sam doesn't have 7,000. It says, or does he?
He's got some 1Ks
I thought-
in his hand, I think.
Oh. Wow, that's a big bet.
And he's making Sam think about this with a pair of 10s, which is by design by Danny. This would be so sick if he gets a full call, or he gets a call. All right, gets a fold.
Yeah, maybe a little bit ambitious there from Danny. Going for the big polarizing size. Just
Maybe he
tougher
wants to
and-
be able to do that as a bluff later on.
With one hand, I can't even.
Yeah, I mean,
And
so
his
just
hearts,
from
I
a
don't know.
more traditional like hand, or like from a more traditional standpoint, you'll take your really strong hands like your rivered straights, say, you know, your Broadway straights, King Jack that just got there, and you'll go big and polar with those, and then you'll take some missed straight draws or something that were on the say the bottom end, something like a Jack 9 or whatever, and go ahead and bluff those as well for the big size. But then the middling stuff like the river pair of aces or ace queen or something that went from top to top 2, and you bet more of a value heavy size, but not the case for our man Danny there, going and just putting everything into that big chunky size. Does make it a little bit tougher to play against, right? I mean, if you do go for, you know, 2 different bet sizes, you can kind of define your hand a little bit too much for your opponents. So you have to be careful about that. But
The problem is he was only gonna get called when he's beat.
that is
equities-
sort of the danger, yeah.
Yeah, the equities were running very close, I think, the same on that river, so being out of position. I don't even think he should have big bets with the nuts, because your opponent has the nuts here also.
Yeah, board pairs, so there are even some full houses lurking up there too.
With the board pair?
Deuce on the turn,
Deuce,
pairs the
oh.
bottom card, yeah.
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of full houses, but certainly could have been.
Interesting spot for sure. Tez commenting saying Danny making it look like missed hearts with the king of hearts in hand.
Yeah, certainly having the king of hearts in his hand was a good card to go for the larger size if he was going to. So it does make sense, but also tough for your opponent to have something that is going to be willing to pay you off sort of one way or the other. Sam going to defend his straddle. Fire here with the $100 straddle on Ace Deuce O. He wants to defend as well. By defend, I mean rip it all in for 7,000.
Unbelievable.
Show the 3.
Show the deuce.
Deuce is better than 3.
Shows the deuce.
He doesn't look like that. He loves the deuce. Amazing. You win the 3s against me. 300, 500. Yeah.
Danny putting together a nice win for himself tonight. 8,600 in the green.
Easy money.
Easy money.
People seem to say that to me quite a bit.
100 at a time.
100. Dong 9-7 suited. Tilly, better suit, better. What am I trying to say? His ace-10 of hearts is better than the 9-7 of hearts, is what I'm trying to say. My brain is.
Words are hearts, man.
Words are hearts.
He needs a broth shot.
I do. I need a broth bomb stat to the dome.
That will not improve your motor functions or your ability to speak. But I definitely encourage you to have as many broth bombs as you want.
Yeah, go up to the girls behind the counter. Hey, can you guys do a broth bomb? Like, you need to get out.
Yeah, man.
Michael
VIP
likes
service.
today's stream.
Thank you, Michael Tilton. Thanks for encouraging the field to like the stream. It's been a good one. A little slow start, but we're trucking along now.
We have fire in the game was making this game on fire.
That's right. Stacks are growing.
Holiday here going to make it
800.
800 with the ace queen off over Danny's open in the hijack. We've seen a couple of players make some pretty tight folds to Holiday's raises. Let's see if Danny sticks with this one to a flop.
Probably because Sam called.
Oh yeah, Sam
Oh
did
yeah,
call
inflating
queen
everything a
10
bit.
off.
Queen 10, this is just a very trappy situation. Trappy situation to self-own yourself. The queen comes. Although everyone's got a queen. Top pair for Holiday. Straight draws for both Danny and Sam.
Nice spot to just go for a 1/3, continue your Holiday.
I think I would go a little bigger if I was her. Yeah.
Same bet. Danny might be tempted 800 to win 42. Hearts improve you on the turn. You could just get there. But he decides to fold.
What do you have? Queen Jack? I would call it Queen Jack.
Yeah, Queen Jack of hearts, yeah.
Drunk to the nuts.
Now picks up a heart draw.
Stacked pot ratio just a little over 1 here. Holiday probably just going to peek over, see that Sam doesn't have that much behind, and wonder if she might just...
She's going to quietly go all in.
It's a little bit weird because Like, is she ever really going to push him off of a chop? I mean, the king on board now is kicking, right? Her queen not even playing. So it's tough to get value from a king.
So now are you turning your ace queen into a bluff to get him off of a chop?
Yeah, I mean, she's certainly the player that can have ace king, and he is not. So it makes a little bit of sense from that perspective. But I'd almost rather just see like a little tickle of the pot for the tiny amount where you try to induce just a few more dollars out of a king, and then they're just going to fold for like any reasonable bet on the river. But you can get just a little bit more value out of them now.
She could have went like 40% pot now and then 40% on the river, putting him all in.
How much have you
If she's targeting, a weaker ace or a king, yeah.
Well, the aces are chopping. I guess unless you think you can get an ace to a weaker ace. If they're chopping.
Yeah,
I don't know. Weird hand.
King. Oh yeah, I would have went for a smaller bet.
Multi-way flops are the regular now.
Yeah. Sam with the Jack Dewey. Fire with top pair. I feel a shove coming.
Good luck all in.
Tilly's going to be so annoyed when he gets shoved on for 7,000. Oh, what? Changing gears, this man.
That's got to be a misread on that card.
No way.
An ace?
Top pair.
No.
Strike draw for Sam if he actually does have Jack Deuce.
Yeah, some things don't quite add up here, right? I mean, how do you ever have Jack Deuce off here? But I've been wrong before. Sam, with whatever 2 cards he has on the button, gonna go ahead and fire out a wager. Yeah, Tilly here making the call. I can't believe these hands are actually what these players are holding. If they are indeed going to war with these, then so be it. It's potentially a straight versus a rivered second pair here if these hands are true, but my goodness. Checks the river here for Tilly. 2,500 in the middle. Sam lining up a fistful of black chips, like 1,500. Very interesting hand.
We talked about we need to double open somewhere. And then our ice is going to be on you, Don.
What is it?
I double up last time when I played. Last time.
Doesn't count.
Tilly really in the tank.
Perhaps these are just exactly the hands. I mean, Tilly's here in the tank. I'll let it go.
Shove the deuce. Okay, Sam. Taking down a pretty nice one. And a 104.
Pretty even split there in terms of the number of players winning versus losing. 5 to 4 there.
Sam, 52% VPIP over 62 hands, pretty strong. Long day to fly in from Miami, then sit down and do 4 hours of commentary. When did you get in town?
11:30.
11:30. Went to lunch, you said, with a friend.
With Ashley, yeah.
You gonna play after this? No? Take it to the house?
I gotta get my beauty rest.
Love it.
All in. All in.
All in, 2 10s.
We'll let you know what happens too. It's like, oh.
Walk away.
Sam, king 9.
Come on, Sam.
For 7,000.
Call.
I'm on.
You're in.
You've been a good tournament player.
He won.
He's won all this
He won
already.
a lot, bro. He won a lot of tournaments,
He made cash. I fucking.
You want me to straddle?
So
Your
sick.
call. You want me to straddle?
Last time when they had that tournament at Chateau, he fucking made cash every single day.
He min cash?
No, he made cash like every day in a fucking week. It's pretty hard to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Genius.
Calling Fire a genius in the tournaments.
You see anybody win quickly straight?
Crusher, min-cashing everything.
Good way to make a living.
I tried to do something funny with
We should make this game low then. It's your game.
Fuck it, yeah. Change it to your half line.
Ace 8 suited versus the Deuces.
He win at TCH PLO 15 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That 5-5 then?
5-5-1-2, yeah.
10-9-5. That flop is to be believed, and as Fire just reaches for
You know,
chips,
Wing and Fire
Doug hit the muck. Now that's ace 10-5.
You like it?
We are getting misreads left and right here, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Do want to thank all of you
That
guys
was
for
a
tuning in.
Big PLO here.
I do apologize for that, but we'll
Let's
do our
get
best to
Holiday's
decipher
husband here.
the cards for y'all.
He would love to play.
I'm in. Holiday out, I'm out. Let's do it, Holiday.
200,
We're gonna play
400?
totally. I'm down to play anything to 1 to 4. 100, 200, 400 PLO.
That's unbelievable.
See that bank
200,
account.
400.
Wow.
Yeah, Edison. Yeah, okay.
That's an ace king.
I'll watch them play.
Edison has been playing very solid.
Yeah, he's good.
I haven't seen anything wrong with any of his plays.
Dom re-raising him in small blind with Queen Jack. Would love to see a huge pot between these two.
I think you're about to.
I hope. Edison 17K. Dong fully got him covered.
I think Edison is just going to call.
Maybe a 4-bet coming. Just doing some accounting.
They are pretty deep, so yeah. Maybe.
Looks like 4,000 something.
Big
4,300
raise,
is
all
the
things
raise.
considered.
He probably thought Dong was stronger than that.
Correct fold from Dong. A few extra chips headed Edison's way.
You know.
Was it him that was talking about he'll play up to 1, 2, 4?
I think it was Fire.
Oh, Fire.
No, I literally never win once.
They have a $200 straddle going on right now.
Nice.
100% lose. I lost fucking 20K and 5-5 game at Holiday's house.
Hey, that's normal. You don't think that's normal?
We'll add on here for Sam to top off the stack. These stacks have grown across the evening here, and I think the average well up over 10K.
Tilly with kings again. Tilly getting the call with H6 off from Sam. You'd love to see it.
Call win. Calvin come here.
It's a straight draw.
All right, we should see a turn.
300. Need fire and win.
It's you.
No HU. No HU. No, 3 guys good.
500.
3 Edison and Gwen. That's good. Very good.
Got a shot here for Sam. Could play this a couple of different ways. Settle on just the call. Turn always coming deuce.
My God, Aaron, you're right.
A lot of deuce turns.
I swear, man, it's just, it keeps doing it.
Dealing and continue betting. 2,000. Sizing up a bit.
Yeah, now if you're Sam, you just kind of saying to yourself, yes, if I hit the 5, I probably get paid, and he has a real hand, but like, how often am I hitting
So
5?
hard to hit the 5.
1 in 9, not great odds.
Yeah, I think Tilly bet that turn big because he assumed maybe his opponent has a jack. Jack's not folding.
Yeah, I'm very much team make your hand, bet your hand. Fancy play has always got me in trouble, so I
always
prefer to bet it where I can, hopefully get paid by, like you said, top pair type hand. It's just so annoying when it goes check, check on the turn, and then it comes ace on river. Moneymaker raising it to 3. Dong quickly calling with the 7s.
Sam's in. Sam's always in.
Sam's always in. Ace high board. See Moneymaker continue some of the time, or most of the time, having raised pre. Quickly checks. Dong betting with 7s.
I like his check on this low, ace low board.
Why is that? I don't disagree.
He's out of position. His opponents will connect with that board more often than he would. Like this was ace king X, then I would like a bet. He's the only one with ace king, but ace like deuce 3. His opponents will usually connect with that board more than he would. So I like check calling that board instead of betting out.
I like it.
Lego here in the chat wants to know, what is Sam's VPIP? It's got to be outrageous. He was north of 40%. I think it's close to 45, maybe even 50%. And yeah, he is playing a lot of hands, that is for sure.
And we appreciate it. Much more fun to watch a high VPIP player.
It's hard. It's hard to win a big pot.
Another ace high flop here. Top pair, no kicker for Sam. Second pair and some backdoors from Tilly. Fire and Moneymaker have whipped pretty hard.
I like that check from Sam on the flop. Out of position.
Still not able to get any value with the delayed c-bet though. Or rather just the probe, given that his opponent had second pair, second kicker, or top kicker really at that point. All right, both Sam and Fire stuck 5 figures. Holiday stuck a little under 6,000, but she's made a little bit of headway back from her earlier spot, being down over 7.
Dong with Queen Jack up to 250.
Tilly just calls.
Tilly needs to put a rally together. Deuces ZeeFish to come along with the 2-8s. And Sam?
He's in.
He's in.
Great price here for Moneymaker, too, out of the straddle. So we're going to go 5 ways to this flop. Middle of the deck, heavily represented. Probably not going to see too many of those cards.
King Jack 6-2 hearts. Tilly with the 9 high flush draw.
No. I probably would have found a way to lose more in this game, but.
That's second pair. Trips.
Because he was gonna.
No, I need first place to break even.
1300.
Pretty amazing turn when you bet second pair into a field of 5 opponents. Tilly here. Board pairing is really not good for him. He could improve to a flush and actually just already be dead. So not a great spot, but he's going to peel one off. He is playing in position.
Ouch.
In case his opponent shuts it down on the river. But Dong here reaching for chips once again. Nearly 5,000 in the middle. Yeah, this little 2/3 size here on the end. Pure value. Tilly has 9 high. The weird thing here is that the second card pairing like that, it really doesn't favor Dong's range. And so
Tilly knows that, but
yeah, so like I think Tilly was like, look, I can float him, and he's gonna have to give up on a lot of rivers. If I don't just get there, I might just be able to bet and take it away. But when he just continues barreling, and for a big size, it's like, oh god, I guess.
right.
I guess I'll just.
Do I really want to go 3x rip it here on a complete bluff? Not against Dong. So Tilly losing about 3,600 on the night so far. Moneymaker about even. Here we go. Here we go.
Dong feeling the rush here. Queen tray, oh, why not?
Queen tray v 9-6 v Jack question mark.
Let's give him Jack.
Jack Deuce, please be real.
Aw.
What is happening? And it comes Queen high for Dong. Play your rush. It's hard to make a pair and hold them.
I feel like we've been seeing Jack Deuce a lot. I wonder if the computer is reading certain hand.
It might.
It's always showing up as Jack Deuce.
I don't know.
Well, it is the Choctaw Nuts, so maybe these players just keep playing it, you know?
Our casino north in Oklahoma, or one of the casinos up north in Oklahoma is called Choctaw.
Oh.
And they call Jack Deuce the Choctaw Nuts.
That makes sense.
Edison here, check, call, flop, and now turn. And it's a blank 7 of hearts here on the end, so front door flush misses. And it's Queen Jack, not Jack Deuce, so top pair with a superior kicker here actually going to take this one down.
Now we know.
Edison.
We see the Deuce, the Queen.
Yeah. So who took that down? It was
Edison.
Edison. Okay.
Yeah, and so we've definitely seen this before, where when one card sort of shows up as unread, that can frequently indicate that the rest of the hands, including that one, could be sort of screwed up. And yeah, I don't know why we're having so much difficulty here this evening. It does look like most of the players are putting their cards on the scanner together. Maybe, well, actually, I just saw one of the players do the one card and then one card, and that doesn't quite work. Maybe throwing things off there.
On with the 2 7s again, facing a raise from ZeeFish. Haven't heard from ZeeFish in a while.
I like the 3-bet.
Oh, 4-bet.
Wow.
Let's go.
Pretty bold strategy to 4-bet the guy that covers everyone by about 3x.
Yeah, that's pretty advantageous.
That's how good of a night ZeeFish has had. It's going to come Queen 9-8. Pretty close. 10-8-6, 2 diamonds.
Really not that bad of a flop for Dong. He does have effective third pair and a gut shot, but the 4-bet range of ZeeFish not going to include a lot of cards out there on the board. And now a check back from ZeeFish on the flop. I think Dong here could feel pretty good about his hand. May even just go for a little bit of protection here, bet half pot or so.
Right, protect about against big cards like Ace King and stuff.
Does indeed put 2,200 out there, and ZeeFish here would be happy to just call in position. 6,500 in there, 22 in, going to take this up to 8,700. So massive pot given the holdings. Wow, and if you're ZeeFish, gotta love that river card. Dong quickly checks it over as well. And now it's take this man to Value Town.
Like I said, this is the night that ZeeFish has had for himself.
I wonder if he knows how good he's running.
He probably has a sense of it.
I'd like to see like a medium-sized bet here.
It's like 2/3. Three-quarter. Okay, yeah, going for the big polar sizing here. Definitely pieced that bet together with confidence. So stuck it out there. Not looking like he's timid at all. Not sure if Dong was watching him to try to pick up on body language there. Of course, we can see the card, so I have the advantage there of being like, oh, he looks strong, because he's strong. But be a much different perspective here for Dong with just the pair of sevens.
I think he's going to make that call.
Oh, he does call. Wow.
Yeah, I can see what he was thinking. I think he might have leveled himself, putting ZeeFish on like overcards.
Yeah, because how often does he have a 10 and a 4-bet
Yeah.
pot? Wow.
I think what he didn't realize is that after he bet the turn, ZeeFish called him. But then again, he could have had Ace King of Diamonds or something.
Yeah.
That missed.
$22,000 pot at ZeeFish. And ZeShark is raking in his first yellow chip of the night, it looks like. Whew, that was a big one.
Yeah, this has been a big night for that man. That is for sure. Was already well atop the leaderboard for net earnings. going to be even further up there this time.
Probably
Yeah,
winning
so it looks
closer
like
to like
Sam is
25.
continuously doing one card then the other, and that is going to lead to a lot of misreads for his hand, and then we can get a trickle-down effect. So that's probably the source of our issues. Another flop with multiple aces on it. One-third continue from Holiday. Sam here.
I like her bet.
Just gonna
Small
make the
bet,
call.
1/3.
Holiday with a decision. Does she
Probably gonna check now.
Does she go for 3 streets or does she shut her down? She's so hard to hear. So quiet.
Yeah, half pot here. Perhaps just gonna go for like 2 small bets and then sort of reevaluate if he does make the call again, which he does.
930.
Pot up to 2K. Sorry, 2,700.
Just show up at 4 o'clock.
Another. Oh no, not a board pair. This is
Too
a
deep
king
at
on
the
the end. A
beginning.
little bit of showdown here. Perhaps even a card that Holiday could bet for value. She pairs the king on the end. And I think given her small sizings on the flop and the turn, honestly, if I'm in her shoes, I think I'm betting this for value.
And she does agree with you, betting 2,000. Sam's like, I like free money. Or am I getting owned?
Yeah, his 6 is not kicking. He's playing the king and the 9 on
He's
board
just-
if he does indeed
yeah.
have the ace-6 off
He's
that we
just gonna
see there on
call.
the screen. So yeah, it's...
Oh.
Oh, it's a click.
Wow.
A little more than a click.
Yeah, I would have just called if I was Sam. She definitely has all the ace king in her range.
And ace-queen, ace-jack, ace-10,
Right.
right? Like all
Yeah,
of the
that's-
hands
That's
that
right.
do have
So
a
only
kicker.
worse, or only beating
a
you is
little
calling you.
suicidal here. He's not getting called by worse.
I mean, of course, we can see that Holiday here has one of the best hands she's going to have that is not an ace. And this has got to be pretty weird feeling. It just improved. I bet 3 streets. How can he raise me now? And it's pretty strong because he actually does just have it.
There's no draws that missed. I think she should find a fold here.
Yeah, Sam has played a lot of hands, so certainly factoring in that he can have a very wide pre-flop range, but after he calls 2 streets, that wide range gets narrowed down very quickly. And
Right, and he hasn't done a bluff like this. So
yeah, like did he just somehow get here with like a random 7-8 of spades that just like floated the flop, stuck around on the turn, is now just like YOLO? Like that's only
Right,
probably
and
like
then flicks
one
the
hand, a
river.
couple
Yeah.
combos, not very much there. Ooh, she does not want to fold though. It can be tough, man, when you're in a spot like this, you're against a loose, splashy opponent, you're stuck on the night. Feels like this could be your moment to get it all back. She does make the call.
Wow.
And it was ace-5, not even ace-6. No, it is ace-6. I apologize. I misread the card there.
11-7. 12K pot out of nowhere. Sam taking down a nice one, plus 6K.
I think it was an emotional call for her. Maybe she's stuck and that's why she did that.
Yeah, I don't know. Very curious. We appreciate the action. Holiday's played some big pots in her tenure here at Texas Card House in Dallas.
ZeeFish is up 25,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, I can win 5,000 tomorrow easy. Just gonna go rub ZeeFish's hand for good luck tomorrow, and we're good.
Yeah. Maybe just try to get into seat 7 tomorrow night. Maybe the seat will be hot for you.
That's true. It's got a good camera angle too.
Front and center.
It's okay.
Actually, seat 9 is better. More lighting.
Yeah, it's all about the lighting. Holiday back at it, raising it to 300. Danny with Jack 7 flipping.
So what happens if you lose 5K? You have to change your IG handle to Queen of Felted.
He's been thinking about that one for a while.
As long as it's not Queen of Folds.
Queen of Card Dead.
Queen of Card Dead.
Lily gave me a nickname, Queen of Folds.
You're playing tight.
I was card dead. I was playing tight, you know.
As one does.
And the blinds were 5, 10, 20, 40, 80, 160.
Oh, when you played the stream last time?
Yeah. She called me the Queen of Folds.
A little harsh. ZeeFish. Full stack of 1Ks. $20,000 stack. 3-bet from Dong. ZeeFish wants it all. He's like, I want to get another huge chunk of that 60K stack.
This could be a 60K.
Yeah,
pop.
let's go. Please. Is that so much to ask for, Diamond?
Oh.
Okay, we got a little something
right,
working here, folks. Second pair, backdoor nut spades, Dong, open-ended straight draw, and king high flush draw.
Wow. It's a big flop for Dong.
King of spades on turn.
Yeah, pretty amazing that Dong here has an unpaired hand and a majority of the equity.
Now Dong hits his flush, keeps betting. Nonchalantly.
Yeah, ZeeFish is going to fold.
Yeah, this is a much different board. Now with the 9 of diamonds coming in. Gotta give action to get action. These two players.
Yes.
8,500. I wonder what's happening.
10.
Oof, that would be nasty.
Yeah, 10. Dirty. Long has built himself a nice pot. The king high flush. That's a big, sizable bet. What, 8,300? Jeez.
Yeah, very large polar bet here in ZeeFish. Just cannot be loving that river card if he thought that he was ahead. And yeah, he's going to get away from it, though. Perhaps would have been.
I did make fun of Lexo Poker. I always make fun of Lexo Poker. Somebody
Another
said,
Florida native.
Somebody said that I was making fun of Lexo Poker. Wasn't he here last week?
Yeah, he was. He was on the stream last Wednesday, I think.
On Wednesday, I think.
Mallory in the chat saying tomorrow's going to be fire, fire, fire.
Mallory and I are going to get our hair done tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Before the stream.
Mallory's awesome. She does a good job. Did you ever have any run-ins with Lex in the Florida rooms down there when he was coming up?
Any what?
Run-ins? Like, did you run into him?
Yeah,
at
yeah,
all?
we play in the same room.
Oh, yeah.
We sometimes play the same table. he likes to play at night, and I like to play no afternoon.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes we're overlap.
Yeah. I need to make it down there sometimes. That those games sound pretty good, and the rooms are huge, right? Or some of those Hard Rock rooms are huge.
We have some big games.
Yeah.
50, 100 runs like almost every day.
Wow. Sam takes down a nice big juicy pot there pre-flop. As it was a raise and several callers in between, he squeezed it up with the ace-king there. Took it down.
20K stack. He's only losing 5 now. Kind of going on a rally a bit. Can we get a 30K pot in the last 13 minutes of the stream?
We have 13 minutes left?
That's what it looks like.
I'll
Time flies when you're having fun. When you're cooped in a closet. Talking about poker.
That's true.
With a Home Depot bucket.
Yeah, that's right. Don't you love the
what's up with
don't you
the
love
Home
the
Depot
spread here?
bucket?
I don't know. This one's a disaster.
Top pair here for ZeFish out flopping Dong.
Shocker.
ZeFish. Yeah, these two guys are battling.
I respect ZeFish for not locking up the money. He's just still playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like under the gun, 7-5 suited.
This is a man that's still stuck from Vegas, so it's
he's up stuck right now.
Right.
He was up 25K and now he's up only 20.
Only, yeah.
So he's like, I gotta get that 5 back.
As of now, it's looking pretty good.
Ooh.
He bet 10,000?
He did.
Wow.
This will be the ultimate heater
Nice.
check if ZeFish can find a call.
Do it.
Given how weird of a bet this is.
Over.
Not immediately folding.
Yeah, over 2x overbet.
Oh, he's gonna fold.
I don't know. He would love to add a few more yellow chips.
It's way too weird of a bet. He's gonna level himself into folding.
He has a 5, so he blocks the
so
nuts.
Oh yeah, you're right. So he's got like kind of the perfect hand to bluff catch.
Yeah.
Blocks the nuts, beats the busted hearts, beats the... Dude, if he finds a call here, bro.
It almost feels too good to be true, right? Like you can tell that ZeFish has got like a hunch that this is a bluff. And he's like, but good Lord, do I really want to put 10K in to try to win this 14 in the middle? Is it just too good to be true?
I'm so close, man. I think.
Right, exactly. He's so confused and like,
I think I have
I'm
to
up
do it,
20K.
you know?
Do I want to be up only 10?
Why
I'm
so
wrong.
much?
Yeah, it's these spots, and I've been in maybe not quite this exact same kind of situation for this amount of money, but you know, the big overbet on the river that just really doesn't add up, and you have a very marginal hand. It's like, what do I do? Can I really just hero this?
Respect to Dong.
It's close, Dong. Very close.
Yeah, you feel for...
I think he's gonna call. Now that he took this long, I think he's gonna call.
Oh, he gets a fold.
Man, I keep getting these
That
wrong.
was so fucking close. That was so freaking close. I had a 7.
He never smiled.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That would have been
That was
white
so
call.
freaking close.
Yeah, we saw it. He
I gave
came
you one of that.
very close.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do it.
Oh, man.
I was maxed out. I gave you like 10,000 on that other one. I have pocket 7. No, I'm trying to...
Oh my god.
You know this game was gonna be real good if you make that call, right? Seriously, it was gonna be like amazing.
That's true.
Right, it's like
I
just
swear
visualize.
this doesn't make any freaking
Make a hero call, they just turn over the wheel.
He smiled once.
And
Yeah,
then
he had
show
to
you
go
the ace
for
jack
it.
off.
Oh my god, yeah, he looked at me like he smiled. Like,
I should have followed my instinct, man. I'm a freaking fish. I'm such a fish.
He is
ZeeFish.
I'm a fish. Well played, well played.
No, that's what I
Tilly with the ducks.
Take it.
Stop. Do not smile.
I knew it didn't make any freaking sense.
I mean, yeah, that smell just makes you so much. I want to do it so bad, but I'm in your position. That smell means you never have a fucking nut.
I think he.
A good game. I was gonna laugh.
It was like a 2x pot right on the river.
No, he causing himself.
I think it's the amount of money that
He probably
it's not the 2x pot. If the pot was 100, you would have bet 200, you would have called. Right. But the fact that
a lot of money.
It was a lot of money. That's what made him fold. It was the money. And that's the hardest part in poker is that you can't think about money.
Yeah. Tilly would have, on the very much recurring deuce on the turn, Tilly would have hit a set of deuces. Yeah, 10,000. I think $10,000 with 2 chips. Pretty strong. Dong knows that. This is his old MO.
What is that I gamble all
There's
in the chat?
We have these points that you can earn by watching the stream, and there's a little like mini game within the loyalty points where you type exclamation point gamble, and then you put an amount of points that you want to gamble, and it basically like rolls a virtual dice for you. And if you roll 50, or if you roll 51 to 100, you win a certain amount of TCH Live loyalty points.
What do you do with the loyalty points?
You can gamble more, or sometimes we do giveaways where you enter a raffle with loyalty points, and then we pick people that entered the raffle for free merch, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So some people really are addicted to winning these very real TCH Live loyalty points. As you can see, Poker Monkey has 3.4 million.
Oh my God.
And yeah, you can earn more by doing super chats or by watching the stream. And some people are good at gambling.
All right.
It's just a fun thing to keep people engaged.
Bragging. He's doing it for bragging rights.
That's right. The ultimate bragging rights.
All right, you won. You can brag.
Top
Deserve it.
Top pair for Sam. He'll draw for Moneymaker. And you're going to stab at it, Queen 9 high.
Little additional equity here, as well as a over card, potential scare card for his opponent. Let's see, Danny should take another stab at this. 1,300 in the middle. He'll go half pot. Get Sam to lay down the best hand.
Danny takes down a small one as we reach the final 5 minutes of the stream. Only a few hands remain. Hand 120. Ben K, the Queen of Felt, and Aaron McAvoy with you for the last 4 hours. Good times had by all.
2 more.
Queen of Felt will be on the Felt tomorrow night for the 2-5-10 live stream from Dallas. Everyone should make sure to tune in for that as she tries to run it up to over 5K.
As she runs it up.
As she runs it up to over 5K to make sure that Aaron has to do 40 push-ups document it on Instagram and also take 5 broth bombs to the dome.
One broth bomb will be had to the dome if Queen of Felt makes a 5K profit.
Deal.
Okay.
Deal. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh, we're gonna see a big pot.
Oh yeah, Moneymaker. Having raised it 3-bet to 1,500. Dong calls.
Oh boy.
4, 5, 5.
2 spades.
Oh, 2 spades.
Oh,
Oh no. So we might see a $20,000 pot with Dong having an overpair. Let's just call.
Yeah, small continue here from Moneymaker, just sort of setting a price for a cheap turn. Does not improve. 5,600 in the middle, so stack to pot ratio under 2. Moneymaker gonna check it over. Dong checks back. Free river, jack of diamonds, though no improvement. Moneymaker here gonna lose. We get to showdown.
Probably gonna check. He's got showdown with ace king. He's beating other flush draws. Yeah.
All in, man.
What do you have, 4?
Man,
Jack.
expecting a much bigger one with that setup, but
Man,
Moneymaker rightly played it in a maybe more conservative fashion and lost a smaller pot than other people would have.
Is this the last hand?
58% VPIP up there for Sam, I think it was.
Last 2-card hand of the night. The $200 straddle is on. Take your pick, folks. Who will win the last 2-card hand of the night? I think the odds point to I'll take ZeFish.
Oh.
I bet they are like, fuck, he checked me. I'm like,
ZeFish with the King Jack. Good start for me.
Well, Dong's in the blinds, so
That's true.
he's in.
Fire might just rip it for 9,000. Who knows?
Oh.
Just calls. Edison.
Oh, we forgot about Edison.
Ace King.
Oh. Looks like Dong already folded.
Oh yeah.
I'm out.
Tilly with the 200 invested might be tempted to
Oh,
complete.
Edison is slow playing, huh?
Oh yeah, he just called.
Tilly's gonna raise.
So yeah, Tilly might actually
Moneymaker,
try to
do
thin
they
the
usually
field.
take 100 out of the last one for Tuesdays? For the deal, for the staff, they take 100 out of the last one?
Sorry, how much do you play?
Chunky squeeze here from Tilly with the suited connector, 2.5K.
I like it. My hand. ZeFish is up stuck, so he's just thinking of something.
Yeah, Edison here getting rewarded.
Yeah.
It's like loving
Back
life.
raise coming unless ZeFish puts out the 4-bet.
Last hand. Let it go.
Last
Let
hand.
it go. It's just last hand.
ZeFish really in the tank.
It looks like what it is, but yeah, having those players in between, usually you're going to give their ranges a pretty steep discount for premium holding. So altogether, not an unreasonable spot here for ZeFish to think about re-raising, but my goodness.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, this might get Edison to fold.
We shall see. It's about to be gut check time for Edison right now. And he does. And ZeFish picked the right spot for Tilly, my guy Tilly. Yep. And ZeFish takes it down, and I know how to pick them, folks.
Wow, what a hand.
Wow. What a hand indeed. So 500 in the middle. We're playing one last flip, as I understand it. What a weird hand. Edison calling in between. Tilly 3-betting.
Do you think that was a misread?
I guess it could have been. I'm very I don't know. He's king.
It certainly could have been,
I
but
mean, he's in a pinch.
I also feel like maybe Edison there, you know, he's He's up on the night. He's got 20K. These players are just kind of blasting away. Maybe he's just trying to get out of there without playing a big one right at the end, and it just kind of went off the rails.
Right. He's looking out for us in the booth. He's like,
we'll find out in a minute when we walk out, and if he's gone. Yeah.
Oh yeah, or if he's gone.
If he's gone.
All right, I got fire
That'd
for
be
the
shocking.
PLO bomb pot here.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna pick fire? You said?
Yeah.
I'll pick Tilly with the 6-4 showing. Great, good start.
He just flopped the joint.
Oh, he flops the joint. He flips over the 2 cards just randomly, and he flops the joint.
Oh, board pairs though. Oh, it's quads. It's freaking quads.
Is that quads?
Moneymaker.
Moneymaker. Wow.
Oh, I thought fire was going to do it. Oh, Sam had king jack as well too. Look at that.
Moneymaker, the scooper with the 2 queens in the hole, and that's going to do it for us here from Dallas as we head out. Aaron, any parting words of wisdom for the folks at home?
Probably not parting words of wisdom, but I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. It was a great pleasure to be hanging out with Ben and Juliet here this evening. Do hope that you all will tune in again tomorrow evening to watch her battle it out on the belt, try to win her 5K profit. So we'll hope to see you again here tomorrow night.
Absolutely. Thanks, Aaron. And Juliet, how was your experience commentating tonight?
This was great. This was actually better than I expected.
Good.
I had a lot of fun, and being on the other side it's like dealing again.
That's right.
This was fun.
Interesting perspective that not many people get to experience.
Yeah, I'm excited to play tomorrow too.
Yeah, so we appreciate you being here. And everybody, be sure to check out the stream tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Time is where we will be live on this very channel. So until then,